Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Keep that same mother freaking energy. Yo, 2021. The Ones Creative Group. Koya the Unicorn.
What's
Matt the
goody,
Wizard.
y'all? Happy
Happy
2021.
New Year. Year. You know what I'm saying? Coming in with my Ray-Bans on like the boys at UCB be talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, smack.
Definitely
Damn.
keeping that energy. 21 is one of my favorite numbers. So I'm excited about that. This is also the 81's baby's year of the 40.
4-0.
We out here. We looking not like the other previous 40s. We looking way more snackable. We looking snackable out here.
I'm looking well.
We looking real well. We're looking real adjusted,
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah.
brightly.
Yo, representing that HU tonight
I'm not. I'm
for our
representing this UniKoy.
she representing that Gen Zen wear UniKoy tribe shit. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, that shit fly. That's exclusive jump right there. You know, I did that for those people that be hating. I'm still gonna congratulate the black sister, you know what I'm talking about? Kamala Harris for the VP, you know what I'm saying? They in there. Whew, some turbulent
It was a
times.
y'all. The last time
Whew,
y'all
yeah,
saw
we
us,
gonna get right in it.
we
You know
were
what I'm saying?
speaking about her in particular. Actually, that was the last conversation we had.
That's why you already know. That's why I
That's why
came
we
on
ain't
that.
been here.
Shout
That's
out
why
to
we took a break.
all the HU, you know, alumni folk and all that. I ain't go to well, I took a class at Howard, took ROTC.
Might as well live in
You
that.
know what I mean? But
I feel like if you live in the city, you kind of like accidentally go to Howard by accident. Even
we
you don't.
go we gonna rep that shit, you know what I'm saying, regardless.
It's smack in the middle.
I'm up the street all my life, so
Right. Facts. How y'all doing though? Y'all doing good? Um, I don't even know where to start, yo. It's so much happening.
I mean, we could start talking about congratulations to the the new administration.
It's so hard
You
to say the word congratulations. There's so much shenanigans to lead up to it. It's like I'm scared to say congratulations because I keep waiting for, infiltrations out here. But yeah, congratulations.
we could talk about infiltrations. How
The
about that?
new the new residents of the White House. We
Let's
are
talk.
glad we got some new energies in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me. We had a whole mob in the city, but I'm talking about like,
And what was
what
that
is
movie
that?
called again? What was that called? That happened with the zombies going up the wall. Mhm.
World War Z look like World War Trumpers going into the White Capitol.
Son,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we have grown
never
up
have I
and
ever.
born and raised in the city, and ain't never there, not a never, never. I have been to field trips to the Capitol. I have been near the Capitol. I have been inside the Capitol numerous times. They patted us down as children. So I'm trying to figure out how these zombies was scaling the wall and lived to see another day.
Let me tell you something.
I'm
This
waiting. You got to
was the most exciting and scary thing that I have seen
terrified.
ever. Like, I was like,
For
oh my
sure,
gosh,
inside job.
this
For
is
sure,
real.
inside job.
I was like, this is real. Like, this is happening. Like over there,
I'm gonna be
like
honest.
down the
It unfolded so quickly.
so
Like
fast.
it was
And
so
I was watching. I was happened to be like get a news feed and I was like
right.
paying attention to some stuff and they were like, yeah, they're marching. I was like, what they doing? So I got some folks that's like good media personnel that's always at the events and all that, right? So I'm checking their feeds. I'm like, we wasn't coming out today. This our people weren't supposed to come out. So I'm looking to see if they coming out. Like, are
Like
they
why they
outside?
out?
Like, shout out to D Dwyer, you know what I'm saying? One of the hottest photographers in the nation right now, especially in the DMV. Like, just
Lily. Yes.
for uh D, you know what I mean? She be shooting all the photos. And I looked on her, she was, I'm not there, like none of the people there. I
No
was
one
like,
was
well,
there. We was not there. And
so
everybody was
not even documenting it. So I was like, it's no opposition. They said the Antifa folk didn't come out. They said, like
like,
through
who
the
came
wire,
out?
you hear. So it's like it's just them. And then you see like they go through the barricades. I was like, oh yeah, the police about to go ham. This the Capitol. We already know. Oh, they went. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey, son, we was on the
I had.
phone with each other. Like, why are nothing happening?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on.
Lily just
Are
said
they
when she saw the
climbing on the
Viking.
wall of the Capitol? I'm looking at it like,
Lily said when she saw the Viking dude, she was like, "This is the whitest thing ever." Son, when I saw the Viking, I was like, "Oh, this they playing like they're in there. They dressed up. They got their costumes on. They
yeah.
uni-
I
they
was waiting.
uniform.
I was like, all right. They got through the barriers. I'm waiting. I'm like, all right. The police about to. No, no, they backed up some more. I said,
I'm trying to
never
tell
have I
you
ever.
that people don't understand. Like, yes, it looks crazy to the rest of the world, but people that are from here that understand the security that does not play with these buildings.
Yeah, I do gigs and I work in buildings all around that Capitol. Sometimes I walk through part of the Capitol grounds from the metro station to get to the
I was like,
buildings
for
that I'm
fun?
working at.
Like, why?
And those Capitol Police looking at you like you the one. Like I'm like, good morning. Going to work like you. I'm dressed up in suit, tie, and everything else like the rest of the people. You know, but it's just like the presence
It's
and then
different.
the lack of presence that was there for that particular
Basically, what
occasion.
he's saying is, if you were to walk in the vicinity of these buildings in real life, like we do, you don't feel like you should cross that lawn. You
You
don't
don't
feel
feel
like
like
you
you
should cross
should.
over no
If
boundaries.
it's a barrier that you're not supposed to cross, you don't.
You ain't
It's
touching it. You ain't even looking
it's
at it.
like nah. That's them folks. We know they bust down on the folks, but they didn't bust down on the folks. Folks got all the way in that joint
They did not do
and
the busted challenge. There was no busted challenge. The busted challenge failed on that one.
took
Okay.
pictures.
They
They went
never
inside and took pictures. They had Pelosi desk.
ni- dog with their feet up on her desk. We would have touched the doorknob and been like blown to pieces. Gone to the doorknob. Hand gone.
Now I will say that one person that gets shot. I mean, she died.
Now what was that? What happened? Who she get shot by?
Secret Service. Now that's a
Secret
different.
Secret
See, now
Service.
that's what people don't realize. Like Secret Service, they don't play any games. Once they
Well, they
draw
should have
the
not
gun,
played no games and bust off way more people.
Capitol Police,
Bums.
they just
They all lose their jobs. What happened to them?
I don't know, but they gotta have. It's a lot of leadership changes going on, to say the least. Cause mm-mm, that was lackluster
Lady said they
like shit.
stole a whole podium. Right.
Come on, man. Come
Hey
on,
son,
man.
it was epic. I'm gonna be honest.
Come on,
It was a
man.
great film. I enjoyed the film. I gave it a 2 thumbs up.
I was like, Ridley Scott directing this. This is amazing. Live
It feels so
movie.
real.
This is a live movie. Like I did not know they was casting. I would. What's the pay? Like I don't want to be in this film. This is they can have that. That's an all white cast. They
So
can.
for those of you
Then you
who
got the brother walking around inside. Like I don't.
for
I
those
don't
of
think
you
we
who
were supposed to
remember,
do this.
we left off talking to you guys about wanting to hold Kamala and her partner in crime and we want to see what they're going to do. But honestly, the amount of shenanigans that happened after that, it was like every week was like, why are we even getting online right now? Like the shenanigans, like we'll come on after all the shenanigans because
Right.
the voting shenanigans were ridiculous. I don't know how many times we was gonna count these votes, how many times we was gonna break the machines down, the people down. They wanted to go count the people's fingers to make sure they're counting them proper. Like, yo, stop it. Y'all wow. Ain't that and then every time your man went and did another recount, he lost votes.
You
Like
lost
he'd be
them.
like, oh, actually, there was a couple that weren't yours. I'm saying he lost the battle when he got COVID.
Luke J said the brother was there for a stimulus. He thought they was giving him out. That's right.
Yo,
He like, I'm gonna get my shit. Fuck all this.
I don't know what he
Oh,
was doing. Why was he there? What was he there
oh.
for? Everybody's asking about that one black dude. Like, why was the one black dude in that jump? What was he doing inside that jump with a whole book bag looking like he was in there dropping drugs off? Like, hey, I'm dropping this weed off. I got these
He
edibles.
was that one dude in the hood that was like, nah, y'all know y'all need to be with Trump. Like he was with it, and he was in there like, I'm gonna go with my folks. He
And
thought
so all that shit go down. I was like,
he was in there like, I don't, I don't think,
nah.
I
He
don't
realized
know.
he was a patsy. They was gonna shoot him. They
He
was
was
gonna shoot him.
nervous. He was nervous.
Yo,
Oh,
that is hilarious. Stimulus check.
oh.
What's that? What's a stimulus check? I don't know anything about those.
Right.
Oh Lord.
Hey,
Someone said he lurked. Someone said he worked there and was late.
hey, keep that same energy, young man. You going to jail with the rest of them. They gonna find you first. They where the fucking Leroy at?
Yo, that's
That
hilarious.
nigga,
You see the
that nigga
guy
at Cody
selling
Y.
merch. No. Wait, two niggas from Northeast was selling merch with
Hey,
with the troopers outside?
get your man, get your
Get your cousins, Lee. Lee, get your cousin.
hey,
Lee, get your
get your bag, homie, get your bag. I ain't got nothing to say.
why your cousins out there selling t-shirts?
Get your bags. Well.
Somebody, the dispensary should have came out and gave them everybody some J's or something. They need to calm down.
Oh my
What type of
god.
drug makes you climb the wall?
Meth.
They look like meth addicts. They might be meth addicts. Maybe
Oh
that's how they got
my
climbed the wall, y'all. We didn't talk about they method.
god.
Why else would you like?
Did you
Why?
see half of them?
Yo,
Hey,
they went
why
to
you
what's the joint? The joint that you be washing the windows and sitting on. Like, how'd they get on that joint?
call me the emoji?
But did you see the video where your man fell straight backwards and fell smack
What's
on
up,
the
Kendall?
Hey Kendall, what's going on? Yo, the meth dealers was having a great January. Hey son, the meth dealers have had a great 2020.
I
Okay?
bet.
Because Matthew had to like break some stuff down to me one day. Like we was out on the block. I don't even know what we was doing outside. And this like weird human of Caucasian descent came up to us. And I get it was a boy.
The joint was like, you seen Tina? I was like, Tina not here. She talk about you know who is she talking about? Who is Tina? Who is it?
No,
Blah
it
blah blah.
wasn't Tina. Was that the name?
That's what the Joe said. The Joe was looking for Tina, and I was like, Tina not here. And then you was like, what is Tina? Who is Tina? What's that? I was like, no, that's math. That's what they call math. I don't know nothing
Oh
about
no,
it.
he called her Melissa or something.
No, Tina, Christina.
Oh, Christina. No, he said Christina.
Yeah.
That's where I got lost because it was Crystal Meth and Christina. So when he was like, "Where's Christina? Have y'all seen Christina?" I'm looking. I'm like, I don't know who is you. Who is Christina? Then
We
Matt,
just trying to get some fish from the fish place. We don't
right?
know what you're talking about.
Matt was like
And I
really
watch a lot of
having a
documentaries.
conversation, y'all. But Matthew started messing with the meth addict. Okay, Matthew started being like, "It's over here. It's over here. Over here. It's over here. It's over here." And I'm like, "What?"
Nah, cause you said the Joe said, "Can you point me in the right direction?" I was like, I don't know. Where you come from? Go back that way.
I was like, "What's happening? Who they
I
looking
don't know.
for?"
I'm trying to get some fish from the little fish
Yo,
spot.
I didn't know. I was
COVID.
super
Go back.
green. I didn't know because I was like, "Who is Christina?" And Matthew's like, "Crystal meth boy." I'm like, "Oh, people just ask for
Like I watch the
meth."
documentaries. I be watching all the
Like,
freaking drug junk, and they be talking about
oh,
all
that's
the
right.
slang.
I watched them too, but I ain't never heard of Christina jump. I ain't never heard of
Oh
Christina
yeah, the
jump. And
Tina,
I was
Ice,
like,
and
"Yo,
all
that's
that.
crazy." But
I like
also,
the Meth
you
Jones
just
because it's
came up to
about
like
white
two black
people.
people. But you came up to two black people in the middle of Washington D.C. and asked us for meth.
I mean,
I'm like, "You know where the bud at? I know where the
I
weed
mean,
at."
if this was a certain time frame, I mean, if you was gonna throw a shot in the dark, I'm just saying. But the discrimination
He was
is
like, "This
goddamn.
John got on a tie
You
dye."
racist, sir.
I
You
had a tie
racist.
dye hoodie on, so I might have looked
You
like I
waiting
knew
for the
somebody.
fish. You right in front of the fish don't move. It's COVID. That's why we outside anyway. Cause we can't go in there. It's fucking.
Right.
Uh, hey, them meth Jones be funny, man. The motherfucking
Yo, no, that's real. The white
people
drugs
are
have white
hilarious.
names. The
Cause it's
white
white
drugs
people. White people different
have
with the
white
drug.
names.
They different.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can't tell me nothing. I don't know nothing else that mess your teeth up like that shit mess your teeth up. And these people be like, they not on meth. I'd be like, did you see their teeth?
They
That's
got
meth
meth
teeth.
teeth. That's meth
And
mouth.
I don't ain't nothing else that do that.
No,
Like,
that's meth
how
mouth.
old is you? 22. Why your mouth?
That's mouth.
Unless you drink Mountain Dew since you was 2 years old. Now there's people that do that. I'm not gonna talk about them. They special. They
It's
in
a
West
lot of
Virginia.
those.
I don't even know how we got on this. See, well, how we get on this? Today is
We
just
were
keep that
talking
same
about the
energy.
meth zombies that were climbing the Capitol.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Those the insurrectors.
The insurrectors. Yeah, white drugs always have white names. Yep, that's true.
Mary Jane. That's my boo, man. I love her. She right here. She always with
What
me. She
else
always
happened? We
back.
had like holidays, Zoom holidays, deaths. People died.
Yeah.
Um,
Shout out
Cicely
to Bob.
Tyson.
Blessings. That's just recent. Yes.
That was
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Blessings to the Queen,
That was
Sicily.
that was a rough
That
one.
is the
I ain't see that
black
one coming.
queen of cinema,
Right.
and
Looked amazing still too.
every black actor or actress, she is part of the paving the way for
Yeah,
them.
sure. We
Like
lost a
that
lot of people this week, actually.
blessing.
We lost a lot of people this week. So yeah, we left y'all talking about the pandemic and the voting and the elections and didn't maybe go too much into the vaccine. I guess we'll probably have to talk about that at some point. But I don't have much to say about it right now. But they scaled the wall like monkeys. They said, okay, they did scale the wall like monkeys, but we're the monkeys. Okay, just saying.
I don't even
We're
want
the
to give them
thugs.
too much time because the best thing I've been
We're the
seeing is
street
every
riffraff.
time I look, every other day, it's a few more getting arrested. They done went to Arkansas, Montana, North Carolina, all these, but they just pulling them out their houses, their trucks, man, just trying to run. Nope, come on. Let's go. You was with it. You posted, you was in the office like this with your feet up and shit, nigga. Yeah, all right. Come on.
Let's see what else happened at the
Come
end of
on. I love
2020.
to see it.
The end of 2020, Maryland is raping a whole bunch of people and not being upfront about how they have stopped unemployment secretly, and that all the new claimants are getting unemployment, but the old ones have got a lot of their monies cut off. No one's
Yeah.
talking about that.
A lot of red state, blue state, in interstate politic
Y'all
bull
need to know who
crap.
your governors and your mayors are because you are being punished for the loss.
Hmm.
And we need to be very clear about that.
We going over everything, everybody. We don't care. You
We
got a
don't care.
topic y'all want us to talk about? Bring it
We
up.
will
We
also catch you up with some TV and film we may have watched during this time. Bridgerton
yeah.
is an excellent film, excellent series. It is the first series I
I
feel like I
agree.
have seen with mixed races, and ain't nobody talking about race for real. It is a class issue. There was maybe one talk of race,
Oh, it's definitely socioeconomic.
but it's dope. I mean, there's a black queen.
Mhm. With a white king, all that. That got dementia and some more.
Yeah,
Like,
but this is
I
a
mean,
great example, Shonda Rhimes.
of
This
just
is
how
a
to do
great example
inclusive.
of how we can create film with humans,
Hmm.
not
And I'm not
race
saying that every
related, not gender,
right. And we
not
need that.
everything.
Like everything doesn't need to be
Culturally, that
that,
wouldn't
but
make sense.
we need that as
Yeah.
much as we need just like pure black
Like Goonies should have had at
film
least one black
or
child.
pure right. I thought that's the one thing I miss. Like I love the Goonies. Like We the
My
Goonies,
favorite
my
movie.
homies.
Favorite
Like We
movie.
the Goonies. That's one of my favorite movies. I thought I was one of them kids. Like I felt like I was the
You were one
missing
of those kids.
kid
You would have missing
in the
black.
film. I'm
No, you
like,
would be in that
I
group.
I should be in this movie. Like,
We'll just
where
put
am
you.
I?
We'll just put you in there.
You know what I
Goonies
mean?
2
Like,
coming soon, starring somebody that looks like a Matthew
hey
from back.
Luke, what's up? You trying to write a Goonies
Goonies is literally why I love film. Actually,
with black cast? We just Goonies too. Just we just flip it.
Bridgington was excellent. Matthew tortured me and made me binge The 100.
I didn't make you binge it. You chose to binge it because you that type
Wasn't
of
a
person
choice.
that had that type of personality.
Y'all, this was the most
We can work, brother.
torturous series I have ever watched. And I have binged many a series. If you have not seen the 100, you should do it. It's worth it. I promise you, it is a journey. I promise you, you will be irritated, and that it is still one white girl you will always be irritated with. That is a main character that most good films have one
Yes,
white
Kendall.
girl that drives you crazy. But yeah, yeah, it's a good
See,
show.
it was all about how you saw the ascension of people
You
and
keep saying the
just
word ascension,
all
and
that.
I saw
It took a
progression
long
and a
time.
regression and another progression and another yeah, Bridgerton was fire. That's what we were just talking about. That they did a really good job with that, and also it was like the music was dope in Bridgerton as well. They did like a mix
That
between,
classical style of hip
but
hop
they
and
had hip hop. It was dope. It was really
that's,
dope.
yeah. A
Um,
lot of people didn't even catch it. Like it was so good that you
something
don't even
else.
catch it.
What
You
was something
just
else that was
like
heavy? Something that was Soul. Matthew did not watch that yet, but beautiful movie. If you are unsure of your passion, your spark, if you think that your passion is your purpose, this is the movie for you to let some of that stress go and understand that they are not necessarily the same. So, if you it's just a great movie, and in the end you will really understand that no matter what you're doing right now, you can enjoy it. You can be happy in what you're doing. And
you know
it's
what?
a good film.
Yeah, it definitely was. And I ain't see it yet, but I already know I'm gonna like it.
Right.
Well, Kendall talking about like history as it should have been. History was like that up until about the 13th, 1400. Like it was a shift, and when certain trades started to become a certain thing, things started to change. But it wasn't always what we know
Right.
of as there wasn't a blend. Like we were looked up in high regards, painted in the highest of calibers in all the courts because we had our
Yeah.
own. But we're gonna
Also,
get into that
anybody that
later
I don't know how many
because
people
it
still
should have
watch like
continued, and that's what I think as the history should
I don't
have
know
continued.
I don't know how many people like watch like the regular stuff that comes on TV, like like Grey's Anatomy and stuff, like regular shows. So they have been doing they've
We
been doing
talking
an
to you.
they've been doing an amazing job, really including the pandemic, showing what that looks like, including the protests, showing what that looks like. These shows have not ignored. Now, of course, there's some series that act like none of that's happening, right? So there's like a normal world happening. Those are so funny to watch too, because it's like, where's the pandemic? Like, but it's usually like a small studio show that's doing that has like a set, and they don't really show the real life things happening, like maybe the current politics or things like that. But shows like, Grey's Anatomy, 911, those type of shows, like they have been very powerful, very powerful. And I have not been able to tolerate a lot of reality TV. I am just completely done for the most part with reality TV right now, unless it shifts. And even with the pandemic, it was hard watching some of the reality shows I'm watching now, because I'm watching these people like still arguing back and forth of whether or not they should wear masks. So like, because that when they taped it, I'm still watching them go through those first parts of the pandemic. Like I can't, I can't. Like, I don't know if it's just because like I'm about to come into 40, like I'm just done with these, like the housewives who are not housewives, the basketball wives who are not basketball wives. It's just like, and y'all still wrecking at like 50. Like, I'm so cute to wreck. Like, why are we wrecking? I don't understand. So it's just it's just one of those things where it's like you see the election and what happened and the Trumpers and all of this, like you can't pay attention to reality TV right now. Like it's pointless.
Hmm.
The only reason I watched The Housewives of Atlanta for a couple of episodes is because they actually featured information when Portia was doing the protests and stuff like that. Like she's even shifted. Her energy is totally different right now. And so if you haven't made a shift, if there was no shift for you at all in 2020, like your 2021 is gonna be trash. I'm gonna let you know that right now. If you did not have some form of shift, your 2021 is going to be hard.
Right.
Period. Because I'm
Yeah.
tired looking at myself. Okay.
You had to grow through this pandemic. Like if you haven't grown and figured out that there's more to life, that you've learned something. If you have kids and you haven't learned more about your kids in this time and things like that, like you're gonna fail. I believe that the pandemic is we're seeing a lot of deaths, not just from the coronavirus part of it, but from the stress and the anxiety that has been caused by the pandemic's ills that it put on our society. So
Mm-hmm.
with that, people are like timing out, like, and also a lot of people aren't going to be able to maintain what they were doing before in the new world that's we're pushing into, what we don't know that's in front of us. So growth and understanding your inner self and like understanding how you get peace with yourself and stay productive in mind and body and spirit, and like really have a focus of that really is going to be what pushes us forward. And then a sense of community as well. You can't be in this by yourself. Gosh damn it, I don't give a damn who you think you are. You better not be by yourself out here, because one, if you black, you got some people, they still don't like us. You see what I'm saying? And the crazy part
Exactly.
about it is they talk about like the Second Amendment stuff. I talk about it a lot, because I'm pro Second Amendment. But those are the same people that's pro Second Amendment that don't like us. And it's like I want to have my firearms because I have to protect myself against them. But the government want to take them away and will use them as a reason to take them away from me. So I'm just in the situation like,
Matt,
we gotta watch these people because they
Matt,
messing up
you
everything.
said, well, a bunch of white people who tried to storm the Capitol learned something this year. Well, I guess they did. Some of them did. Some of them learned something.
Absolutely, it does have its limits.
It
It
has its
does have
limits.
its limits. When
And,
your
and it
people say,
has
"Hold up, hold up, hold
its
up, Bob, hold up, Bob. I'm
Bob, what are you doing
American.
over there, Bob?
I'm American, but
Let
that's
me
not the
tell you
America."
when I learned what white privilege was for real, in a real way, that your ass was so confident that you walked into this junk ready to get down with your son, your work badge. You didn't care about your livelihood when you was going back. You was like, I'm gonna die today for America. I'm gonna die for Trump today.
I mean, they
Like
posted
your
live
work
on
badge,
their
son.
Instagram, on their Facebook, on their social media throughout the whole jump as they going in. I'm going in the window. Look, we breaking the
Then you
window.
got
Hey,
the
your
whole
man
redneck.
on the video breaking the window. Like like I'm like, they gonna come
You
get
got
you.
the
Y'all just
whole
crossed.
redneck Viking coming out. He was fine. You was fine. I don't care. You was fine. You racist, but you was fine. But I was like, yo, he's in a whole real joke. Like, do they have
And
this shit sitting in their closet?
these real people willing
Like,
to
are they
like
in their closet waiting for them to
like
storm the
they just said we willing to go hard for our bullshit. They said,
Hey,
so we gotta be ready to go hard because they gonna go hard for their bullshit.
I mean, they
Like,
went real hard. They went harder than we would have.
what's up, Shelly?
Like, hey, we couldn't have went that hard. But I'm saying,
Not ever.
your man's was in a whole costume.
It just goes to show, like, you can press your luck if you want,
If you wanna,
and we'll see. That's why I said
they
this
ain't
the
gonna fly
wrong
ever again. I
this
know
the
that.
wrong administration to be coming in on the
Yeah, 'cause
backs
they
of that.
trying to
Like,
prove something. Don't do it.
that's what I was like. That might not have been a good look, my man, my man, my
Nah, this
man.
wasn't a good win. This wasn't a good one for them to do that. They
It's
kind of stupid.
always
They gonna
we
be there.
always die.
Yeah, facts. The Vikings should have used more. No, I mean definitely the whitest moment. That was the most Caucasian moment to be in a full Viking outfit for shiggity. For shiggity.
Whitest moment of 2021. Got
Like
to
it
be.
might have
I'm
been
trying to tell
whiter
you.
than like being a KK in like a whole Ku Klux Klan outfit. Like it might have been whiter than that because it was just like a whole white
Not as
person.
scary. It was not as scary as a KKK outfit.
No,
Like, I'm not
scary. No,
scared of
I'm
the
not.
Viking.
I would have been scared
Okay,
of the KKK.
I'm not scared of the
I'm gonna
KKK
be
either.
honest,
But
y'all.
I'm just
I'm
talking about
I'm gonna
an
say this on
appearance.
air. I'm gonna say this on air, Matthew. I have never witnessed that in person. The outfit in person. If I were to even see anything that resembled the cone head,
He
I
said
don't
he
know
was
what would happen.
Braveheart.
I don't know what it. Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
definitely looked like some
Like, the
straight.
outfit was fire. Like, he had his whole
But the
get
outfit
up.
was
Like, the
fire.
tattoos was
His
vicious.
face was fire. His
Like,
body was fire.
wait a minute, time out. You can say that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about his costume. He fit the costume properly with
Look,
everything that he had.
he
The
is
tattoos was good
racist. I
tattoos.
want him to go to
Like,
jail forever.
we not gonna. I'm not.
But he's attractive. I mean,
You
you
can
can
say
be an
what you want.
attractive racist.
You can say what you want about him.
I might be able to convert him. I might be able to save him.
The power of the PU as well. Swear to goodness. I swear.
You don't think that
Yo,
um,
what y'all want to talk about, man?
y'all don't think that loving y'all
Right,
don't think
white people in white hoodies. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's some shit that
the
it's just
white
like
people in
that's a
white
deal.
hoodies
Like,
scare me.
okay, you got to think about it. You got to think about it on a genetic level,
I
like on
love
some
it.
bio science shit. Like, our DNA, like
Wait a minute,
we
I'm dead. Shelly said he wore his role play outfit out the house. Exactly. That's what he
you
was.
gotta look at it like this. Like, our history as black people didn't have no real experience with Vikings as a negative sort of connotation, but we've had generations of experience with people with white hoods and all that, with the red and all that, in our history. So in our DNA now, it's a part of us to be automatically fearful, just like all humans are automatically fearful of a spider or a snake when you first see it. Like, the Viking don't fit. It's not. Viking, let's
No, but
fight.
like Matthew, have you
Hey, hey,
encountered?
K, I just want to take him out. Like, get
But
out of
have you
here.
encountered that outfit in real life?
What you talking about?
You
The
you
whole
right,
KK,
Kendall. You right. I can't save no man. You right.
the KKK outfit in real life?
Yeah, like in person, like being next to
No,
it.
no, 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 no. I wouldn't even put myself in
Okay,
that.
so like the way that I reacted even at the African American Museum, I still reacted a certain type of way seeing it in a box. Like when I saw the outfit in the box in the museum, I was like, ugh, that's close enough. Like
Right.
I really
Like,
think
to me,
I might have
no.
a
But see,
reaction I
my
would.
whole mentality about that is, if you come towards me, you have that outfit on, it's an automatic threat to my life, and I can go ahead and attack you and take you out. Like, it's no, I don't need an. If you around me with that
Yeah,
outfit on,
yeah.
it's an automatic
If
threat
you
to my
come at
life.
me
Like,
and you
that's
throw
in your
some Hitler
uniform.
sign,
That's
if
your
you throw a Hitler
terrorist
sign at me
uniform.
and you standing right in front of me and you throw the Hitler joint at me, I'm stealing
It's rules of engagement. When we was
you.
in war, if you had on the uniform of the motherfuckers on the other side, we shoot at you. Same thing here. If you have on the uniform on the other side, we shoot at you. I'm just saying. Um,
I mean, I just don't know what the reaction would be, and I don't really care to see what my reaction would be, honestly. Because like I've been called, you know,
Nigger.
nigger, and I've been called all types of wild stuff. But and that didn't go well either. Like my reaction in those times, I'm not a physical person, but you probably gonna have a rough time going to sleep after I lay these words on you. So, it's one of those I will fight real dirty with my words. Like you're not gonna
My
feel
man,
good about it. You have to question your
my man,
life.
my man said the very best thing ever. Try Jesus.
No, they
Not
do. They do,
me.
Lily. They like that caveman. They be
As
like,
I
oh,
throw
it's time to go back to
hands.
caveman. See, there are some people who don't admit this, but there are a lot of black people who are enthralled and interested in slavery times. And they will like watch slavery. Shani's one of them. My sister loves a good slavery movie.
But let me
Okay.
tell you something about that. This is the funny thing about that. Okay, they enthralled with the caveman Viking shit. You know when they was doing that,
Were they even alive?
The Africans
Where did
were
black people cave?
already in civilizations and had
Right.
societies and was rocking with literature and other things of higher educational
Literature.
value and brain.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we gonna get into all that about the
Literature.
history, but they was being Vikings and shit. Try Jesus, not me, cause I fight.
It is.
I'm shooting
Yeah.
all up,
No, I mean, like,
Kendall.
oh man, it's just so. I feel like there's so many things. I don't even know how to like catch up on things.
They don't get to see me and stay around. Nah,
You say they don't get to see you and stay around.
what you talking about? I'm an enemy to them. They an enemy to me.
So we got the new people in the White House.
Why you keep wanting to talk about the night shift? I don't know enough about it. We ain't see enough video. I wasn't there.
What's she talking about the night shit though?
They was beating people up.
You mean the imaginary footage y'all keep trying to tell me about? That
It was some. Show me
whatever.
some more though. I
Enough.
want to see all of it. I
I
want to
don't
see
want
the
to talk about it.
body cam footage of every
It wasn't
officer.
enough for me. How was y'all's
I want
holiday?
every officer's
Did
body
y'all
cam.
enjoy your holidays? My holidays suck. They were terrible. I feel like I don't even remember them. I was sad. I lost my uncle like right before the holiday. Like I don't even remember the holidays.
I mean, yeah, they whooped ass. What
But
holidays?
we
What you
had
talking about?
Thanksgiving, we had Christmas, and we had New Year.
New Year's.
New Year's. I'm sorry, I was watching something. We have New Year's.
Oh, let me stop. New Year's.
Yes, that is actually when you would say
Happy New Year's.
not Happy New Year's, but that you would say New Year's if you were referring to,
Oh,
but not Happy New Year's. Let me explain to you guys why that is
said the
not a thing.
holidays were trash.
Happy New Year's. No, it's a Happy New Year. It's the next year. Happy New Year, right?
Oh,
Get it? There- Yeah.
we're
Happy
not even
New
going.
Year. It's one.
Yeah, see,
No, because then I'm
see,
gonna talk
Shelly,
about
that the
Valentine's
holiday,
Day.
the kids give you a different focus for the holidays because you try to set little traditional things that just make their life
I think the kids might have saved
simpler
everybody's
until
mindset
they
though.
get older. You know what I'm
And I'm
saying?
gonna
But
let you know, man.
sometimes
If you were
maybe,
single and you ain't had no kids and it was the holidays, it was really weird for us. Like,
but you know what? Maybe you should be real with the kids on one holiday. Be like, y'all don't have nothing because, shit is hard.
Joel's too busy
And y'all
walking
need to learn about
telling
life.
telling people life stories, and I'd be like, "Sit down, Joel. You stop telling people the truth." And I'm not gonna say any more to that because I don't
Ain't
know if
that
he's
crazy,
listening.
Kendall?
I don't know if the kids are listening right now, so I can't even say the whole story. But my niece
I
can
don't
be asked.
care. Talk about it. They not supposed to
No,
be on. I
no,
thought this was
I can't talk
rated
about
R.
it.
If
I
you
can't talk
under
about it because then if
your
the other
dream,
person is up listening to it, it will ruin some things. But I'm just saying, my niece can be an
who
asshole.
he's supposed to look. This is not for him. Who the one
The
the
one
picture
that believes and the one that don't believe.
the Capricorn.
The that believes, and the other John
Listen,
that's a hater.
his little sister know what's going on. That's what
No,
it
his
is.
little sister's a dream
She
killer.
she's smart.
We don't like dream
She
killers.
like
I'm a fighter.
I see through y'all bullshit. This ain't right.
I'm a
I watched
fighter.
you do it,
I'm
and
a
I know how
fighter.
to talk now. I ain't got
Me and her
time.
gonna fight.
I ain't got
We gonna
time. Motherfucker don't exist.
Nah, dog. Kids need as much magic and fun as they can
They
find.
do, and we gotta
All
keep
the
it. And
others can be trash.
that's
That's what's
why I
wrong
say,
with us. That's what's wrong
yo,
with us. We have completely okay. So I'm gonna start talking about this. This is what I'm gonna talk about. So some of you guys know that I have been the hiatus we took. I also took a hiatus from my tarot reading. Just to take a break. I needed to kind of like get balanced and not interject into my own energies and clear energy. So that is back up and running. If you guys want readings, you can hit me up and get my price.
magic.
So anyway, but I've also been coloring and creating coloring pages. And yes, I do draw the actual pages y'all are watching me color. But we really need to be able to tap into our inner child. I know that y'all hear it, but y'all don't think y'all understand why it's so important. There are certain things that we have, certain innocence, certain fun, certain, freedoms that we have as children, even if your childhood was robbed from you. Okay. Now, the people whose childhood was robbed from them, who maybe had to grow up a little faster, there are ways for you to tap into that now. You do childlike things that you never actually got to do to tap into that energy. But like coloring books, that's why the adult coloring books did so well. Is because we have to keep some type of connection to that energy because this is why everybody's so miserable. This is why adults are so miserable. There's no magic. We don't have any magic. We don't believe in magic. And then the people that believe in magic are, looked at strange. So it's finding that spark. It's finding that like really the movie Soul was really great piece to kind of get you to understand why that's important. But we need to learn to play. Like me and Matthew do business, but we are not serious, dead serious all the time. Like I like to enjoy what I'm doing. I also like to build my career around things I enjoy. So I want y'all to consider really being able to have some fun sometimes and really be able to release and not think about that adult mind. Like that's why we can't sleep. That's why we be losing our hair. That's why we eat bad. That's all of these things.
We be getting gray hair.
All that. Y'all wanna know why I ain't got no gray hair?
I
Outside of the
know.
fact that I dye my hair. I mean, I don't dye this part. This looks pretty good, okay? So we coming
No,
up
no,
on 40. I will be 40 on the 21st of February, okay? The reason I don't have no gray hairs is also because my genes is tight in my family, okay? We all bomb. But it's mostly because I keep that inner child. Like, y'all know I like to play. People don't really like, I'm a big ass kid. Matthew's a big ass kid. We like activities that are fun. We date people that are fun. Like we date fun, and if you're not fun, we don't date you. Like, I just don't take life that seriously all the time. I can get very serious, but I no.
life too short. We
Hey.
learning that, and you know what I'm saying. Yo, my man, what Guan Natalia said? What you doing,
So
man?
we have to learn to
Yeah.
play, and I'll say this. The reason I learned this even more so is I have been around a group of men all year. And sometimes they can get real serious, and I need men to play. Men need to play, specifically black men.
Stop being so tough.
You don't need to be tough. You don't need to be
What your
serious.
man say? Who was a comedian said? Cat Williams talk about. You know these niggas that be motherfucking tough at breakfast on bacon, nigga.
They be
You
like,
gang banging on bacon, nigga.
niggas be like, good morning.
That's hickory
Let me
smoke.
have some of that Bruce.
What the fuck? Just
Your
angry.
outfit look real cute, girl. Like,
Hey, you the oldest. What you talk about? This old. You so
no, because
conceited, man. They
on the
gonna ask do I
outside.
look
Your
good?
inner child is on
No,
the
you ugly, boy.
outside. You do look young though.
You ugly,
But you be
boy.
taking in young serum, sir. So you just young for a lot of
They
reasons.
they think you fine though. They think you a handsome young man. You clean up well. That's what they tell us all the
He
time.
clean up well.
That's me. I clean up well, but I'm
He
ugly.
don't have to clean up. He
He's
just
actually
clean there.
a handsome gentleman, ladies. That's
He
that's
can say
DB.
it. That is DB.
He sing too. He got them
He do
vocals.
all. He do everything. He got
You know
all the
what I'm
skills.
saying? He got them vocals. Holla at him. You know what I'm saying?
You keep your youthful energy. I bet you do. You don't have a choice. You gotta keep that energy up. What she talking about? Who that though? That's DB. That's the singer. You know who
That's
that is,
DB. You know DB, Joe.
right, Joe? Mind your business. All out here. Try to look and see. We out here about to have a dating show. Dating show. Who's single? What's up? What's y'all stats? That's also another thing. We're gonna be talking about a lot of dating stuff because me and Matthew is single and dry out here.
You dry. It's like, huh?
What? Don't do it. I will bake you on this show. Me and
You
Matthew did
set it up. You set it up.
me and Matthew did a cleansing, a friendship cleansing, a
That's
soul
Lily.
cleansing.
That's my other sister. You met her at the party.
Yeah, that's
The short jump, the dragonfly.
yeah, the little dragonfly. You probably seen you met a couple. You might have met her a couple times. She got locks. She's on my page somewhere. Just go find her.
Man, ain't nobody got time for that.
Talking about your young energy.
Sure, feel your energy, y'all. Till that 40 something shit kick in. Then we be like, hold up.
The
Time
downside of
out.
looking young and being black is people assume that you are less seasoned. Now that is facts, Kendall. That is a whole thing. That is a whole thing.
Oh, Kendall, thank you. New topic.
I love this topic.
Oh, let's put it back up.
Oh, he said he didn't want to talk about you no more, DB. You getting too much attention. Maybe said we got her to switch this topic up.
Hey, this no.
Haters in 2020 already. 2021. The
I'm
new
not
hate.
hating on nobody. You know that. I set everybody up for failure and success. you
Well,
could
failure.
you dive into the side of the pool that you choose. I just set you up on the board. Like there go the pool. Go on in and choose. But Kendall,
Every week we will feature one single male and female.
yes, they think we don't know shit. Like you too young. You too this da. Because and then I'd be like, I'm 30 something years old. I'm 40, 39. Hello,
First
I've
of
been
all,
doing this.
how long do you stay children? Like I'm wondering, like when somebody an elder in your family and they be like, well, you'll figure it out when you get older, or I'll tell you when you're old enough. And I'll be like, I'm about to be 40 this year, so I'm not sure. I mean, like at some point there was a whole generation that didn't even make it to 40. So like,
Yeah, I be having to tell people something. I did 6 years in the army straight out of high school. I went to college and I've
yeah,
been
you
doing this
old. I
work
think you extra
for
old because you
15,
are
16 years.
right.
I know
But
I don't look like I got that much time under my belt,
how long do you stay a child, son?
but
That's
my
what I'm trying
knees
to figure
do and
out.
my back do.
How long do we stay children?
They got me down.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Yeah, and then your family do the same thing. In my family, I'm still a child. They think I'm dealing with some shit right now, talking to the elders like Slum. I'm grown as shit. So we not
Uh,
going to do this. Like this is what's going to happen. I'm gonna do this as an adult, and you gonna do this part as an adult.
right,
I got time for a whole
right.
bunch of uh woo wow woo, whatever. I'm not a child, okay?
I mean,
It's younger ones. Go to them younger ones with that.
you act like a child sometimes.
Shoot, my homie is like got a boss that's 10 years his lesser. He's 10 years his senior, and he got to suck it up, with that extra experience and all that. And luckily, the young dude is a good guy, so he actually listens to his people with experience to help him do his job. But it could go so wrong in those situations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until bills do, Luke. Right. Oh, once you have kids, then they be like you not a child. I don't know what that is. They be going, but I just think that's a relationship
No, but
thing.
that's definitely a work issue. There are definitely times that I've had to assert myself differently because I have a young
They be
face.
trying it, Kendall. They be trying it.
No, because I mean, even in school, like Kendall, when we was in school, I had to assert
What's
myself.
up? What's
Hey,
up,
Jewel.
you?
Like I had to literally assert myself extra because my face was young.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was in school, so when I went to the art institute, everybody was like out of high school, 17, 18, and I was already like 20 something. So like, I was coming back into school. I remember at one point I was like 25 and they were like 18-year-olds. And I was just like, what, y'all not gonna keep talking to me like I just came out of high school. That's what y'all not gonna do.
Now I agree with that too, though, DB. I agree that we do need to be nurtured and still
I
have that
definitely
parental
agree
and
with that.
maternal, paternal connections and
But
things
what you're
like
not
that.
gonna do is send me out the room and act like my ears is too young to hear something.
But it's still, we still want that balance now.
Respect. It's gotta
It's about a
be
balance
the
of
respect.
respect, and it takes time because they ain't used to that because they done raised us we was little nothings. We was little nothings. So they like you was a little nothing that came out with me. What you talk about? So I get it. Like
It is about a balance. The
you
principal
know,
stopped me. Wait, the
but
principal
people
stopped
that's
me.
outside is what I'm really talking about. Not really his
Wait,
family. I'm talking about people outside,
mommy
like
said the principal
in the
stopped
world.
in the hallway to tell her to go to class. So she started wearing suits and heels and in the high schools when she would work there. They would be like, let me see your ID.
That's happened to me before.
Like,
Going to my goddaughter's school. One of the security looking at me like, "You supposed to be in class? Do I look like I'm supposed to be in school? Thank
hey,
you.
DB,
I'm probably older than you. How old are you?"
that DB, our generation did miss that. We didn't the mint it was like half and half. Like that there was a 5-year gap of like that a generation not really receiving that in the way it should have been. Well, it
Yeah, we
didn't carry
definitely.
on. It didn't we didn't have any like once we became adults or like young adults is what I'm saying. Like when we were young adults, there were no mentors. That's what was weird.
Yeah, like
Bust.
that was a big thing. A lot we missing out on that leadership a lot in our generation for sure. It hurt us. So the bond between that generation and our generation is not as tight
Shelly
as
comes
it
out an
really
old
should
man
be.
today. Shelly comes out an old man today. I'm done. I can see it now. Like, if you catch my cousin Shelly,
Uh,
my sister Shani, or my little sister Lily on a bad day, I'm letting y'all know right now. Walk the other way. Walk the other way. Like, don't engage. Like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. I know he saw your face. Oh, he was white too. And old.
Or
Mm-mm.
would you say you had to walk through your entire house? When they was talking shit, he was like, hold up, they think I ain't got shit? Come over here. Huh? Oh no, hold on. I got to go downstairs real quick. Oh, this is my other office. I'm sorry. We can find something over here. Hold up. I gotta go upstairs. Let me go in the back.
Not
Oh,
your entire house,
this
Lena.
the lab right here where I do. I'm sorry. Let me go over here. She funny as
Wait a
shit.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. She's talking
She
about
went in the
she on the
bathroom like,
Zoom.
oh, the bathroom look vicious. My
She
bad.
on
Let me
the
go in there.
Zoom trying to show these Jones like what you say? That we don't have what? I got a whole house. I'm
She
gonna show
said
you
a
my whole
silent,
house, girl.
silent protest. Just show them.
And Shelly yelling at old white men. Lord.
Calling you sweetie. Bitch, I got a mortgage. Don't you know to hold this? Better get off my line
Wait, a
before I
white
get
woman called you
soldiers.
sweetie?
They be trying. She said I
Was
had
it,
a mask on.
what, was it a white woman?
But
Was it
your
a
fire
white
still
woman?
gonna come through the mask, Shelly.
Who
Listen,
called you sweetie?
your eyes. As soon as you give 'em that, cause
Who called you
you
sweetie?
mean
Was it
face.
a white woman? I need to
Several white.
know.
She said
Several white
several
women
white men.
called you sweetie?
Oh no.
No, no, no. I don't. I have so many things to say about that. First of all, can we talk about that? Like the like and these are a particular type of white women that call you sweetie. The ones that all think they're your managers, none of them are your managers. Like those white women, there's a particular type of white woman, and I'd be like, you're not my manager. You're a peer, actually. I'm older than you. You don't do the same job as I do. You do not have the credentials I do. I'm trying to figure out why you think you my manager and why you ask me what time I came here today. That's what I want to know. Like, who are those white women? Why do they think they should ask you that? I just don't understand. But you're not
Nah,
gonna.
somebody told them. Um, he said he felt it in the whole aisle in the grocery store. I'm scared. Don't even. I'm scared.
She said none of them are her managers. That part I don't understand. I just
Yeah,
don't.
I don't understand though. It's like somebody told them you supposed to go to every job and act like you were part of the executive team, like you a owner.
Like they wake
You
up
know, y'all hear that?
part of the
You
executive
supposed to
team of the world.
act like you're an owner of this company. Have pride as if you're. No, not ever will I have pride at a job that I don't own as an owner. I'm gonna have pride in the little
I
part
want to
that
be
I
like,
do.
don't use in a cubicle like me. Why are you asking me when I
I'm
got
gonna be
here?
focused on the little thing that I do. Okay, my little thing in the job is this. I'm not the owner. I'm not gonna have ownership shit on my mind for a company. I'm not getting owner money. They talk about, but they go in there
Your
acting like
white boss touched your braids? Hmm? Like, just touch them? Are we still doing? Why they still doing that? I feel like there's been enough comedy shows telling y'all not to do that.
that's
If
me
there are
too,
any
man.
white women listening, please don't touch your and no one. Don't touch no one's hair. If you want to ask me questions about my hair, fine, whatever, ask. If you're my friend, that's different. But like, I don't understand. That's the manager thing, Kendall. Like, I'm trying to tell you, that's the unsolicited advice is the manager role. They take the manager role, but you a janitor. Hmm? You the white janitor that works in the building I work at. Why are you talking to me about where I'm going? I'm going where I'm going at. Mind your business and vacuum the floor. They don't like it. They don't care where their status is. That's the part I think people need to understand. It don't matter what their status is in the job or in life. Wherever they go, they are our managers, is what they.
Is that something that you think white people will pay for? Y'all just made me think about
Wait
something.
a minute, wait a
Can,
minute. Oh, what are you talking about? What you
can
talking
we
about?
can we set up wigs, little motherfucking the mannequin head Jones with the lace front Jones with the braids and shit and different women's hairstyles
Okay.
and let the white people pay to come touch that shit
They would do it.
so they don't have to bother y'all. Like,
No, we'll make
look,
a museum.
$10 you could come in
We'll
here
make
and
an
touch
exhibit
all the black
of
girl
all the
hair you
things that white
want.
people want to do, and then we'll
Just
charge
not
them.
on and not on somebody's head. I'm just saying, like we got to
Matthew,
learn how to
Matthew,
capitalize
it's an
without.
exhibit.
Also, I had to think like
We
I
can
don't want to
make them,
exploit no
Matthew,
more
we're gonna
women.
make them exhibit. It's an exhibit. And then you put all the things that they want to do that we feel is offensive, but they want to do it, right? They want to touch your hair. So we have different types of hair textures on the mannequins. You have a whole wall of wigs
Yeah, but they on heads and they like
on heads.
yeah, and that way they could touch it and see how
And what else?
and
What are
move
some
around.
other things I feel like they ask us that they would want to do in an exhibit? And you put all those things in the exhibit and then they pay for it. You call it the Karen Museum. Okay? It's called the Karen Museum. That's what it's
This,
called.
this, that's how you teach them not to be a Karen. Now you don't have to ask. You just come
They be like,
here and
"Oh
you
my god,
learn.
I didn't know I was a Karen." And then they can go to the museum and do all the things they just did, and then they'll realize they're Karen.
We set up some dudes just
It's
hanging
like this
out,
boy,
and
this
they can.
white boy, and this black boy have the exact same outfit on. Can both of these children go inside of this restaurant?
No, we not gonna have no people in there. They
No,
mannequins.
I didn't
That's
say
what I
people.
said.
These are
Not a
images,
petting zoo. I said we not
not
exploit
people,
no
not
people.
humans.
No,
No
not
humans.
humans. It's just the hair. It's just the
It's
styles.
it's a
And we get
style.
and we're gonna get the 10A and all that, the same shit. We're gonna get make sure that shit rocking and they can go touch it over there. That's how listen, pay us and there it is, right there. Thank you. Give me your money.
Like I
Go
got
touch
into
the
an
hair.
argument with a whole white
And
woman
we change it up and
who
shit on
tried to
their ass
tell me that I
and
could
pay
not tell
stylists.
that I couldn't say I was black because of my hair texture. I was like, no, we're gonna also add those hair textures in there as well. These are all
Yeah.
hair textures.
We bringing locks in there, all that. We're gonna have every single style of hair, like waves from niggas, all that shit. Like, so they don't have to touch. They do it to us too. We men, so we be
Hey,
like,
hold on,
it's
DB.
usually a
That's the
woman.
craziest thing. Is like the amount of white women that want the body parts and the energy of black women, and they like people actually really don't know how tough that culture is. Like people don't really know what we deal with as black women with white women. But like you're right. The same stuff they will bake us about is the same stuff they will pay for to put on themselves. Like it is they some haters. They really be upset at life sometimes. Like I'd be like, why are you mad? What you mad about? I what are you mad about? They on that get out it yo, it's a lot more than people think.
Right. Thank you, kiddo. We're gonna put all the textures. This is 4C as you feel this. We're gonna give them all so they don't have to ask, well, what does the Beyonce hair feel like? That's at that end, okay?
That
Go to
end, the
that end.
Beyonce though,
Go
no,
touch the
that
Beyonce end hair. You only stick your hand through the little hole because that shit expensive. We don't got to keep fucking flipping that shit every time y'all touch it. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, we put
ah,
all the
but
textures in that
Shelly, you
thing.
know what's crazy? Like I understand them being
They
confused when
can't
they
appropriate.
say,
It's with
wait,
ours. We doing it
wait,
now. If they open the museum,
I
that's
understand
appropriation.
I understand why they're confused when we have different hairstyles. Like I totally get it, right? Cause sometimes we be extreme, yo. Like we'll come in bald headed one day and then have hair down have hair down our back. But the crazy part, Shelly, is like they be doing stuff to their hair too. They be wearing wigs and extensions and the same stuff. So I don't understand why they act like that. Like my whole boss has known my hair. My ex boss knew my hair for years. She has seen my hair in various styles. I came in with just my hair straightened, but you know my shrinkage is real. So like the hair was long, yes, same color though. Okay, same color as it was the day before. She was like, "What did you do?" Mind you, she has curly hair, very curly hair. It has to straighten it exactly like I straighten mine. She goes, "Well, how did you get it this way? Keep it this way." I said, "Well, what did you do?" And she was like, "I blow dried and flat ironed it." Yeah, me too. Yeah, and then what? Then I came to work. I don't know. Like I don't understand. So like they just can't see it. I don't know how else to
Man,
explain.
I should be looking like that to them.
No, Matt,
That
they
y'all be
cannot. No, they
it
can't
be looking so
see it.
good to
No,
them.
no,
Like you could not have done the
no.
same thing
This
that
is
I
how
do.
deep. No, this is how deep the racism is, y'all. They cannot physically see the similarity. Like my mom had the exact same haircut as one of her white coworkers. Exact hang. I mean, the exact hair, even curly. And she thought my mom's hair looked completely. Said, "Well, we never had the same hairstyle." What? Y'all had the same hairstyle for like 10 years. I don't understand. So, like, they can't see it, Matt. They see the melanin and it looks different.
150 per session. And we just give it to different black people every time. Here, Tyrone, your turn today. Kim, it's you today. And
First of
everybody just
all,
eating. You just get a text
DB,
from a white
I
person.
love that. I love that
Everybody, if
DB.
we
I
sign up
love that
and we
DB
get
called it
money,
decorating her face. I am dying right. He said Kylie Jenner has created a $1 billion business on decorating her face. Like, oh my God. It was the decorating. I love that.
you see, I ain't trying. I just want them to stop asking y'all to touch y'all head. I don't want them to have to learn nothing. They
Asking
don't
white
have to be
women.
shit. Just had the head there. I don't want them to learn. They don't need to learn. They want to learn. They need to read a book and learn like everybody else.
No, but
It's
it's
not our job to teach
no.
them.
They
They
don't.
got.
You can just stop telling them and just go read books. They have to
I don't
comprehend
know.
what's in there. It still needs to be discussed. Like this is the
Somebody
problem.
in their crew in their community need to
What you
learn it
do?
and then go teach them.
Oh, because you just trust in humans now? What's happening?
No.
No. No, our humans are not even trustworthy, really. Like,
That couldn't
you with
say.
me?
They don't know how to operate a flat iron. Even I know how to operate a flat
Nah,
iron.
nah, regular white people know how to use a flat iron.
Hey
They
DB,
use
you
a
know how
flat
to
iron.
operate a flat
It's
iron, don't
just
you? You know how
it's
to
just
operate a flat iron.
low, it's just low heat, Kendall. So it won't do nothing to our hair. It's just low heat though. They don't buy the ones that go to like 450.
Hey, that's facts. Like
They buy like the 150.
I watched Black China on the joint, like
You know, Black China was like a
doing all this shit to get this
what
motherfucker
does she do? But wait,
look
but her
strong, like you work out, but you thick, jump. Like
yeah,
you
what
don't
is
work
she
out. Why
doing?
you want your face to
Because
be
her face
chiseled?
was wide and she didn't want
Go
to pop.
work out if you want to be chiseled face. I don't
No,
understand.
sometimes that's not your face. No matter how much you work out.
Nah, but she just doing all that.
No, she's not
That's
well. She's not well.
exact. That's
She
what we
doesn't know what
talking
she's
about.
doing. She don't know what she's doing no more.
She don't know what she doing. It's
You can't
sad.
you can't see it. That's why her mother crying.
Yeah, it's sad. It's real sad.
Her face is scary. Her face is scary a little bit.
Yeah, she getting that scary looking face, starting to look like them white women that be
And
looking
then
funny
the
and shit.
Kardashians are
She looking
starting to
like
both
this.
each other. Like the Kardashians, I don't know which one is which now. I saw Chloe the other day. I didn't even know it was Chloe, son. I was like, Chloe? The Kardashians are literally like molding into each other. Like they all look the same. They're all the mother. Like they're all. It's so weird. It's so weird. They have it, and they all have the same voice, like the
They
Jackson.
stole that already, Kendall. That's what the white surgeons do. They stole that. They already got a chart of all our features, and they just pick our features. They don't even pull out nobody else features. They got it in a book already. They stole it.
Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, it's a whole nother story.
This thing.
The most unattractive of all the females in the family.
He said most attractive.
The most unattractive.
I was about to say.
He's the unattractive one in the group. Woman, because those A-list men want that. Oh
No, they
Lord.
don't. They lead them every
Oh
time
no,
they
yes
get too
they
funny
do.
face,
Just ask
and then
Kevin
they go to the
Samuels.
next one.
Kevin Samuels will probably say the same thing, Lily.
We
Trash.
not gonna go there tonight. We got another show for you, sir.
Ah!
Yeah,
Yeah, you get
coming
a
for
whole
you.
show. You get a
The
whole
wizard coming
show.
for you. Don't even worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing, cause you ain't
Trash.
got nothing for me. All I'm gonna say. It's a way to do it, and it's
DB,
a
you
way
know what you
not.
mean. Both of them got strong faces. Okay, they both got strong faces.
He said they all look like the. I mean, I
they
mean, y'all know
they
what I mean.
they
That shit
all
was
have
funny.
strong faces. They
I
all
know.
have strong faces. Every
Oh,
black person who's gotten in contact with the Kardashians has come out crazy. Son, that's real. Which black person came out saying? Go. Nah, they all not right now. Like all the black people that touch them is not right. Like, have y'all watched those twins have a whole conversation? The black twins, that were the ATL twins, the ones that was on ATL. Have y'all seen them like have a conversation? They ain't right. The one that stayed over there the longest, she ain't right. She ain't right. The other Joan, they slutted that Joan out. Got mad because your man was a hoe. Your man kissed the Joan in her mouth, dog. Why y'all bashing her? Go talk to your man. You married to him.
go
They threw
talk to
that
your
black
man.
girl away, dog. They threw that black girl away after she sacrificed years dragging herself around with this junk and wasn't even focused on her career, hanging out with her because she was like, I need you around for my anxiety. And then they were like, you kissed who? No, your rapey ass husband kissed her.
I need you around for my anxiety. What the fuck is you a support pet? The
Support
fuck?
niggas. Support niggas. That's what they do.
Hey, Slim, you stupid as shit. Why you say that? That sounds funny. It's funny. Do you get a little
Call
vest?
1-800
Do these niggas get a vest?
support a support Negro. If you want to be emotionally cuddled, if you want to be spiritually enthralled, if you want to be held like a mammy, get you a support Negro. Like that's what I feel like had just happened. They support.
Yeah. He said OJ had to stab some niggas. Get him out that bitch. Like, I'm tired of this shit.
I'm still not claiming that nigga, dog. I'm still not claiming OJ.
He didn't say nothing about that. Hey, she said, did they get the vest and everything with a little patch on it? Say, I'm a support nigga.
Support
I
nigga.
can go anywhere. This is the country club, sir. If you're not a member,
You get a new members,
I'm a support
a
nigga.
new members only jacket, and it says support nigga.
These is Dave Chappelle show sketches that we just had fun with, y'all. That we wish the show could have. He stabbed his way out the sucker place. You gotta fight. You gotta fight.
Hey son, I never thought about it like that. He might have stabbed his way out of the second place, son, because his kids got brainwashed. Like if something happened,
mm,
oh,
mm.
oh, ooh, they drank
Yeah,
too much.
this is funny to us. Y'all don't have to laugh. I'm dying
Oh,
over here. I don't give a damn.
oh
He
my god.
laughing. That shit. Listen, we
One
just
eight
come on
hundred
here, man.
like 1-800 rent a nigga. That's like it's messed. I mean, people
I'm,
got support
I'm a
though.
therapy. I'm a
No,
therapy nigga.
but Matt, it's some real shit. You know that I have a theory about white movies from back in the day that were made, right? Even
Uh,
now, they have a actual thing that happens. If you guys look at every heavy white show, there is always a black savior somewhere in the show, even if it's for 5 minutes.
hmm
Even if it's the person giving you directions, it's the person saying, keep the faith. If it's the person saying, da 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 da, it's always a one black neighbor, best friend, something that's saving these white people. I think it's the most hilarious thing. I have seen it done for years and I never talk about it, but it's hilarious. New business bitches support.
we coming up with them tonight. Kendall got a list. We're gonna put you in charge of collecting the capital for
But yeah,
this.
let them know all the businesses that we created tonight.
Cause our next one
We'll
is
give you a
the
percentage
black clubhouse on Android. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna
and
go
only
into
for
that.
Android, and that's
I'm
why
not gonna go into that how they discriminated and y'all bought into it with your
iPhone is.
iPhone.
I mean, Apple's
But
a little discriminatory sometimes.
we're gonna talk about that later.
This new tree I got has me looking at these commercials real different. They doing some shit. Hold on. I don't
She
like what you
smack. She
doing.
smack watching TV like it's a lot of
What
interracial.
you on though?
No,
What?
all the commercials are interracial.
Uh huh.
Like every commercial, it's some
Yeah.
sort. It's an Asian and a white person. It's a black person and a white person. It's a black person and an Asian person. It's like a foreign black person, a foreign white person. It'd be like all type of Spanish person and the Asian person. It'd be them different stuff. They look at every commercial in the last year is multicultural. Like all of them is
No, but can I say something? And this is gonna sound real bad. So I remember when they first started doing it in the marketing. Like I remember when it started happening. I think it was a Cheerios commercial that first had like a very like it was like an interracial family,
it like
right?
it was like
And
2018, 2017. You start seeing it like
no, it was a little bit before that. It was a Cheerios commercial. I remember because I sat next to my country mama, and my mama looked at it like, "Why does this commercial look funny?"
nah, they not. It's never a pair of the same. It's always a mixed
Matt,
joke.
Matt,
It's never the pair of the
Matt,
same. You will
Matt.
never see.
Hello, hello.
I'm listening.
Oh, so look, so mommy's sitting there looking at the commercial, and y'all know my mom. Okay, so my mom was raised in Asheville, North Carolina, and at the time, her father and mom were a part of the civil rights movement down there. So yeah, interracial, nah. So she looked at this commercial, y'all, like we was in 1954 in Asheville. Like she was like, "What the fuck are they doing on this commercial together?" Like she didn't say it, but her face was like,
That was the
Koya,
conditioning
what's
on that shit.
what's going on with this commercial? And I'm looking at it like, I don't know. Why does this commercial look funny? Like it was the first time I realized it was like a mixed family on the jump. And I was like, yo, this is a real mixed family. Like this is weird. Cause my mom also had to deal with like, so my mom and my dad were, when my brother was, I don't know, not that old because he was breastfeeding. So like when they were on like the WIC billboards and for the on the city buses and stuff, they try to replace my father with a brown skinned man to match my mom because he was light skinned, my mom was browner, and then my brother was light skinned. So they wanted to give her a brown counterpart. While her whole husband there though, y'all. Also, like we in the city, so it's not like somebody gonna know that ain't your husband. And the billboards were everywhere. So like mom had to fight, they had a whole fight about it. But like, so yeah, so in that moment, it's like you see an interracial family on a commercial. It did look weird. It did look weird. It looked weird at first because I was like, why does this look strange? But like it wasn't strange. I have a trillion mixed friends. I
Like
don't even
yeah.
know if I have friends that are not mixed. Like
You see
it's just
hella, they're all in a. And DB brought up a point. There's a lot of white men with black women. You don't see a lot of black men with white women. You see a
black.
lot of black men with something else, maybe an
Wait, say it
Asian
again.
woman, but you don't see a lot of black men in them at all. You see a mixture of like white, Asian, Spanish men, stuff
No,
like
the
that.
ones I've seen got black men. It's just with white women.
I'm talking about the number. I ain't say there wasn't.
That is usually the combination you see. What you won't see, you rare like it's rare to see it the other way.
No, I
You
see a
just
lot of
seeing
black
white
women.
men with black women? No.
Yeah, I
No.
see.
Where are you seeing that? On TV?
Yeah,
No.
in commercials. On
Uh-uh.
my commercials I seen,
The first commercials that came out were
my
the black
algorithm.
were the black man or the white man, and then like whatever they chose for the white. That was like the first ones I saw when they first started, like them jobs, like the Cheerios and like the regular
Popeyes commercials.
Popeye commercials are trash. So is McDonald's. McDonald's is so hood. The McDonald's commercials are still so hood. Like we like black people don't go in walking to McDonald's like "Dun, dun, dun,
And I'd
dun,
be
dun."
mad because I'd be like,
But niggas
we
do be
like
eating
Popeyes.
McDonald's.
Why do we they just
Niggas do
put
be eating
Popeyes? All
McDonald's.
they gotta do is say Popeyes chicken is available. Like people gonna buy it. You ain't got to say
Why do
shit.
you
You
be
ain't got
like, how about chicken? Like, why you gotta
why. It's
open it?
Popeyes. It's like
How about
Chick-fil-A. That
that?
shit is just there. It's
Like,
just
just put
what
the
it is.
chicken on the commercial and they'll go eat it. It's simple. You see more black men and white women. Oh, like in real life, yeah, I don't. Yeah, definitely see that.
Nah, commercials about the demographic though, so you see different shit depending on the demographic of your
Well,
area.
now the commercials are just everybody. I've seen literally every race mixed up in in different combinations.
That's what they promote though, Lily. We know y'all don't want
Oh
y'all
yeah, I
child.
remember that people went off about the Cheerios commercial. Like it was a whole thing. It was so cute though. It was a cute commercial. Popeyes is from New Orleans. Yes.
Oh, they do that in movies all the time, Kendall. They got two black parents and they get a racially ambiguous child. Like, are you insinuating something with this casting, or you just don't want to cast? It's hard to cast. It's still hard to cast that dark skinned child in a lot of stuff. A
Yeah,
film that I was working on in LA,
yeah, Hollywood is
we specifically
still in it though. They
were
still.
like wanted a browner child as the main character. We didn't
Mhm.
care about the other characters, but we were like, not dealing with chicken, right? I'm not dealing with that shit. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it was hard
they're
for
still
people to look at it like that. They were like, why don't you use this guy as people will say, why don't you make him the main character? Make him. It was like, no, we want the little black, little dark skinned boy. What you
right,
mean? We both dark skinned boys. We making the movie. What the fuck you
right.
think we put in the
Nah, but
movie?
that's still a fight though. Like that is still a fight. That's still a problem. Casting, just in general.
Yeah,
Um. Oh yeah, mom was telling me about to go read that. She said they had a really good conversation about
the cast
the
system.
cast. Yeah, it's just like I don't know, guys. What do you think this year is gonna bring? When do y'all think we coming back outside? Is it happy? Y'all think we will be able to have a festival at any point in
This year,
2021?
no,
No, not one.
nope,
Mm.
not the way that the big event companies is talking.
But are they
They try
talking
to
that
push
way?
2022 spring heavy, heavy. Trying to push
Mm.
2022 spring heavy. 2022 spring supposed to be that. Like, gotta be planning right now if you want to do something 2022 spring. It's gonna be, if it's possible, it's gonna be.
Okay, well that's good to know. I like those updates. There was the same. I don't think we ever.
Think
Not
about it. It's already been
well after the
almost
past,
2 years since.
the year we missed the pandemic. The year before that with the festivals was fire. The festivals were fire that year. We had a
Yeah,
great time.
you gotta
But
think we already in
that's why we were looking
2021.
forward. Yeah, we were looking forward to 2020 because the festivals were good in 2019.
Yeah, schools are opening, but they not. Nobody's doing shows like that. Not those type of shows. It's gonna be some shows starting to roll out in different
The schools
capacities,
are gonna open and close right back up. Is what is
but it's
gonna
not gonna
happen.
be any festival type shows yet. Um, you got to think we were already coming up on 2 years from the last real festival season. I mean, this festival was all the way up until December, but when we started talking about the real festival season, like we coming up on 2 years since we had a real one. Like last year, we didn't have one at all. So, um, we on a year now of like no shows. Like
Hmm.
so, I mean, the school's gonna do what they do. Like,
Oh man, I miss live music too. Even though I technically have been hearing live music, but technically,
but I mean, I miss the option of like
I miss the option of being like
going and like seeing the
outside
artists that you really like to see,
and
like
like seeing people
being in the
perform.
energy.
Oh, I miss that for real. It was so fun. And I was oh my boo was gonna be at the cannabis fest too. Oh, I was so mad. That was about yo. Actually, a whole bunch of people were real blown about that because like a lot of people were real geeked that Method Man and Redman was gonna
Look,
be at the
you're
cannabis
gonna
fest.
have some changes, like Kendall talking about the vaccine. I mean,
So what y'all? I mean, where we at with this vaccine though? Like, cause mostly y'all gotta know we base everything that we talk about with this vaccine with our history of vaccines.
right.
Know that nothing we're talking about has probably anything to do with the current information on these vaccines. It is all based upon the terrible history of black people with the government and lying to us all the time. So look, that's where I'm at with it. So I have talked to numerous people who have had it. I've also talked to numerous people who are doctors and scientists who also have had it, who are my friends. And so far they are okay. And I'm going to watch them for another year to see how they do. Because the
I mean,
reality
they
of it
do
is, if
say
I gotta get out of here and make money at some point I might have to just jump out on faith and do that. But I'm not about to jump in here with the lab rats and take this right now. If
and
I don't.
what our what we're getting as the info that I know is like they telling me if you the wait as long as you can to get it. The bottom line, wait as long as you can. If you have to get it, wait as long as you can, at least until there's a single dose vaccine available, which means that it's been perfected a little bit and that there's better back into it. If you into vaccines, if you're not into vaccines, then you deal with
If
like
you have no
it's
reason
just
and
about
nowhere
how you.
to go, don't take it right now. Like if you really don't have to leave the house. And I mean, y'all, I mean on like a regular basis. Don't risk it right now. Yeah, and they dying on both sides. They dying on the COVID side, and they. I don't care what people say. There have been some things happening with the vaccine. I don't know how much some of these radical things are true, but there have been some complications. But also, people are old, y'all. Is that's why I don't want. I really don't want the old people to get the vaccine. That I feel like that will take you out if you old. If you are over 65, I don't know if it's that safe for y'all, even though they're telling y'all to go get it first. Really, we should be the guinea pigs, but I'm not going to be anybody guinea pig. Maybe y'all can find an 80s baby or a 70s baby who's willing to be the guinea
This is not
pig.
just an American issue though. This is a worldwide thing. This is something
Yeah,
that we have that the whole world is doing the same exact thing. Like this is
I
a
agree.
thing.
I'm giving you that same
There's
advice.
people in every society on the planet who with it, who ain't with it, and then we got to think: are these lower class communities in these developing countries getting the same access to the
Are we
vaccine
getting the same
and
vaccine?
the treatments and stuff? Are they
Are we
even
getting
having
the same
the same
quality of vaccines? If my
problem?
insurance sucks and your insurance is good, am I getting a lesser vaccine? Am I getting a weird vaccine? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of information I need. Yeah, they're giving it to the elderly because they're like, ah, they're old if they die. Whatever. That's why
And
they're sending the kids to school. Same reason.
expendable population.
They're sending the kids to school to be like, they're resilient. Let's see what happens.
it's about the kids is like, well, that's the generation that we worried about. If they be good, then we can lose the upper half because the younger half is still like it's a whole. I mean,
No,
you think
because
about
then there'll be the kids that drop down on the 100 and they were savages. I don't want them running the country. Fucking trash.
she said they are savages.
Yeah, other countries are trying to save their people because they actually care about saving their people.
What does that
I
mean?
mean, like our country just doesn't care about our country. That's all.
What are y'all saying about that? I'm confused. What does that mean?
The
That the
way they're talking about it in other places really feels like we're trying to get through this together. Like let's figure out what's going to work so we can all be good. Ours is always political crap. Like all and then there's race. And then there's status. And I mean like I'm talking about the way it's talked about from the top. It just has a different energy to it. It doesn't never really feel like this is all like we're trying to save the Americans. It was just such a battle. Like, yes, Biden has a different tone, right? But what we've been hearing for the past year is not that tone.
you mean as far as
Like pushing it the way
effort
they push it
effort
versus not.
as far as efforts to curb the even the pandemic in
Just
its
like togetherness. So that you could get everybody to take a vaccine and trust you. You know, it's just like the other countries were like, we're locking down, we're going in. People went in, they came out, they got rid of it, and then another strain came, and then like we just have no togetherness. We are always fighting about everything. We couldn't even get togetherness to get in the house. We still
yeah.
out and shouldn't be. We still got whole states out here breaking rules and breaking laws and letting people do stuff they ain't supposed to do.
And I'm guilty of it for certain things very much so. But this my rights
I hate y'all's
situation
rights. I'm so tired of y'all's rights.
is like
I'm
my
so tired of y'all's
rights.
rights because how we dismantling a system that we don't believe in, but we got rights all of a sudden, y'all. We got to think about this in conversation. We always like our
But
rights,
no,
our rights. You don't
that's
tell me
not
what
just
to do. Don't tell me to go in the
that's
house.
what
But y'all, this is not a system that has ever been included us.
but not just us. I'm talking about Americans in general.
Nigga,
Just
it
talk
isn't.
about
It's always included the people at the top. It's never included the people of America.
my
That's what
rights, my rights. Oh, I don't want to do it. Like the whites, the blacks, there's a lot of people. My rights. We don't have to do this. The government can't tell me to do this. Like sometimes there's a reason why you have a government to tell you to
I-
do some shit, so that it protects everybody because it's a whole everybody thing.
I'm
Um,
wondering, maybe spirit should have never given us free will because we just don't know no better. Just tell
yeah,
us,
mandating that all decisions are made by each state is a cop out.
yeah,
Exactly. Like
facts,
some things when
facts.
it's when it
The
has to do
leadership
with
does
the
make a choice.
entire population, when this is a thing, when the whole world is doing it, when everybody in the world says, "Hey, everybody got to go home," in every country, all the leaders call, the presidents call each other, "Yo, they're going in the house, they're going in the house, they're going in the house, going in the house, going in the house." Okay, and 72 hours, everybody got to be in the house and the planet. Okay, that's what we do. We go in the freaking house and the planet. Okay, but Americans,
Right.
as soon as you say that, martial law, they're gonna fucking, they're coming to get her guns and they're gonna, the this tyrancy, and we won't have it. No, I'm outside. I'm outside. Then go to the woods. Go to the woods. Okay. If you want to be outside during the pandemic, go to the woods.
So,
That's the
like, how
only
do
place
we get to?
that you're supposed to be outside if you're gonna be
But
outside.
this is Mandy. This is kind of what we were talking about earlier. Like, how do we find a balance in all of this? Like, there has to be a balance. Like, I honestly believe, like, if how kind of how mom is saying, like, if they made a decision from the top, whatever it was, whether it was a good decision or a bad decision, it should have been made from the top because this is also now why unemployment is a hot mess. why healthcare is all over the place, why people who need pandemic money is all because they keep copping it out instead of just make a decision. You're the leader, you were put in this position, make the decision for everyone because you know you cannot trust all these other entities at this point. You
It's
cannot
all
trust the governors. They're all
there's
split.
you're
You
right.
can't
There's
trust
certain
the mayors.
instances.
They're all split.
Right, there's certain instances where it should not be
If it's a
trying to
pandemic, one choice.
appease one part of one demographic or your constituents only, those people that follow you only. No,
It's a
that's not what we're
pandemic.
here trying to
One
do.
choice.
Sometimes when it's everybody involved, you make a decision that covers everybody, that
So
is
understand that's what
temporary.
mommy
If
was
it's
saying.
temporary,
That's what mommy was saying about that.
okay. I
That's
was
what she meant.
confused.
How you just explained it, that's why she said that. Because it does feel like we are not brave enough. We are not brave enough to make that decision. We are not brave enough to make that decision for our country as a whole. But that's what the other countries are doing. We had a dictator. He should have just dictated it. That's all I'm saying. He was in the position as a dictator. That's what he was. He might as well just made it. He was
No,
he
the problem with the 45 folks that was over there, um yeah, it's gonna be like small stuff, DB, but it's not gonna be no big stuff outdoors. It's gonna be small stuff.
Yeah, actually,
We may see a
I got
shift.
some dope ideas for that though. Actually, so
We may see a shift like late summer to
they
things
are
like
already
starting to ramp
shifting
up.
ways to do smaller outdoor events that people will probably have more of a inclusive situation, like sections of humans in ways.
It's all type of it's all
But there's ways to get it done. It's ways to get it done where people ain't out here just. We ain't gonna be able to keep people in the house another summer. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you're gonna have to find ways to do something because people got to stay sane at this point. We are not trained.
and ain't nobody trying to go through another summer in the house. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm going
Hey,
outside.
BB, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'm going outside.
We go. I don't care if we gotta set up ways to socialize with people. We're gonna have water balloon fights, water gun fights. We're gonna socialize this summer. Okay? Y'all gonna play outside while we throwing water balloons at you.
So I'm doing a lot of activities outside.
All the activities.
Outside though.
They're gonna be like, why y'all outside of town? We doing everything outside. We doing everything outside.
We outside over here.
They be like, what's this? This is the new, I don't know, the DMV pool boy calendar. We gonna do some stuff outside. Okay? Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Y'all wanna see some DMV boys and shorts? I do. Matthew, stop faking. You be the first one oiled up. Be the first one, like, I'm running. Why you smile? Because you know what you like. What could I wear? I'm gonna give me some new shorts. It's gonna be I'm gonna do a 40 and up club. The 40 and up club the summer jump, summertime chest. Get your chest
Sometimes
ready.
yes.
40 and
DB,
up club.
do your push-ups.
Do some push-ups, DB. You
Let's
gotta be
just
on the
say
calendar.
just say y'all doing a calendar.
Mikey need to go do some sit-ups. And then he can get on the calendar. You gotta put the drink down. Take a little hiatus. And everybody just get on that jump. You know what I'm saying? If you under 40, you can't be on it. You got to be coming into 40 this year. America is dumb. I kind of knew that, but now I know that. Yeah, we knew. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know, y'all. Not like that. I'm
I
okay.
knew. I've been telling
This is
y'all.
what I feel like I was bamboozled.
I've been
I
telling y'all these
I'm
people
gonna tell
doing
y'all, I'm the girl with the presidency that would say, well, presidents can't do this, presidents can't do this, so I ain't worried about this. Donald Trump showed me how much these presidents can actually do that was not written. There were no laws written. There was no way to stop him doing some things. And that everything else was a courtesy, y'all. These other presidents were really just respecting the history of the White House and the privacy of the White House. But those were not rules, y'all. Those were not rules. And we need to have some better protocols when these politicians are not well in the head. Does anybody know where Donald Trump is? Where is he right now? Has
He
anybody
trying
heard
he
from him?
trying
He's
to
not
duck
on
this
Twitter no more, right?
he trying to duck this case, man.
Oh, he just needs to go to
He
jail.
trying to duck this case,
He
man.
needs to go to jail.
He trying to duck this case. More on
My
that.
beach day last summer was scary as fuck. Nobody had a mask on in Delaware. They came at home about to told everybody we were going to quarantine. Oh yeah, we went to the beach one day in also Delaware. It wasn't actually that bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't that terrible. I still don't feel comfortable getting on a plane right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched somebody today on a plane, y'all. It was packed. No one had masks on. I'm cool on that. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. That is a very small space. I'm not doing it.
Circulated air.
So would you say circulated COVID?
Circulated air
COVID. Huh? Circulated COVID? What?
in the air.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. Like I said.
Can you imagine you sit down, the plane take off and shit, and one person cough like shit in the back.
Wait a minute. He's in
You freaked
Florida
out the
and he
whole
opened
time.
up an office of the former president? What do you mean? He opened up like a business? Like a office building that's called
Right.
Office of the Former President?
Yeah.
They've been sleeping in separate rooms probably for decades. They had that baby and that was it.
They can still do the impeachment. What you mean? They can prosecute his lawyers. Don't know what the hell they talk about. I don't be
They
trying to.
said if they impeach him, they're gonna try to go back and impeach all the past presidents.
Who gonna do that?
That's what they said that that means that if they can impeach him now that he's out of office, that they can go back and impeach all the other presidents that they wanted to. And I was like, no, they filed this while he was still in office.
Right.
What y'all talking about?
They'll work it out. Whatever. I ain't got to.
I just don't care anymore right now.
Sir, you must go.
Matthew, what's new? What have you learned about yourself in 2020? Coming into 2021. What did you learn about yourself? What's going to be different for you this year?
Um, learned how to trust in myself and to do the work.
Okay. All right. I learned that I need to wear less hats and let other people take some hats. I also learned that I have to balance myself and not absorb everyone's energies as my own. That's it. That's pretty much what. And that pretty much everything I can create, every skill set I have can make me money. So, yeah, social experiment for population control and the turnover of money. I mean, it's definitely a social experiment. I mean, I feel like Earth is a social experiment, though. Like, I'm pretty sure that God and all the divine spirits got together. They were bored and they were like, "Y'all want to create a reality show?" They was like,
And
"Yeah,
they
let's
was
do it." And
like,
they
yo, look what
created
I
the
made.
earth.
Look what I made. We should put them down there.
Let's put them down there.
See what they do.
We're
Here, here.
everywhere, and it just went like
Put
this.
this one first. Put this one
Put this
first.
one over there. Put this black man over here.
Oh yeah, hey, he lunching. He lunching. Send the jump with him. He was chewing. I don't know. I just made the just like nah. Let me stop. They
Ah.
listening to you in your house. I don't have that bitch in here. Alexa don't live here. I don't know. I don't have no junk. The only bitch in my house is Mary Jane.
Wait, I'm not getting wrapped up in Lily because Lily will have a whole. No, we're not talking to you about
I
this.
just
Lily.
told you to hey, kick that bitch out. She got to go. She ain't paying rent. I
Oh yeah, the purge is about to be real, real. I keep telling people that.
was trying to tell people we gotta watch. We have to watch.
That's why I asked y'all where everybody was at. They too quiet.
And I'm
A
talking
lot
about
of them
Alexa.
can't fly no more.
Alexa
Yo, Alexa.
is not a
First of
real
all,
person.
y'all know how I
So
feel about robots.
Mary Jane's not a real person either.
Follow the money is all facts. But like, no, that's real too. Like I tell people that all the time.
Follow the money. Why you yelling? We following it. Are you
Yeah.
following it too? I'm following that John on freaking trade
So
fever.
one thing you want to do for yourself, Matthew, this year that you maybe didn't get to do for yourself last year, what would you like to do?
That I did not get to do for myself
Like
last
what's
year.
one thing you would like to do for yourself? One accomplishment. Or something
Accomplishment.
fun or something good, something you just want to treat yourself. I don't know. Anything you want to do
I
for yourself, one thing. Like at the top of your head.
I've already started doing the things that I want to do for myself that I don't want to do that I didn't get to do in 2021. Was get into my range life, my firearm sports and my paintballing. Like got another one February 20th. So, little mag fit event. That's like, when you're learning about how to stay motivated and how to be productive and what like gives you the proper energy and like puts the proper hormone rushes into your body, you
Mhm.
have to like incorporate these things into your life because without them, like I realized like that whole week and everything after I did all of that stuff in 1 week, right? I felt all this creativity, like I started like wanting to learn. My brain was just like really open and it's science, but it's just like something that we take advantage of like not doing, and that's that play part.
Right.
You gotta have stuff that you do that's play. And it's funny because some of the play can also result in as an adult being a lucrative hobby that you can make money off of. Like I'm gonna be making money off of my shooting sports and stuff. So like anybody want to come to the range, holler at me, private range, can
Mhm.
escort you, let me know. So it's just
Y'all see how we had all the plugs today? I was talking about my y'all need a tarot reader. Hit me
and
up.
that's what
I'll
you
give you my
started out
prices.
the
You want
talk
to shoot some
today, you know what I'm
you know?
saying? Keeping it real by saying we need to play. Like we need to keep that same energy of playfulness, of having fun, like getting those rushes of dopamine and all those good hormones going through our body, like on a regular basis, like feeling good about it and not overexerting it, but using it to fuel us to like really push forward and create if you want to create and to learn when you want to learn.
Also, when you embrace that part of yourself, Matt, and this is such a great example. So perfect example. So we went to a little trampoline place, and Matt jumped off one of the he had to climb up one of the little jumps and then jump down off one of the little structures, right? there was this very small part of him that was like overthinking, right? Like he's up there, he's overthinking, he's trying to like rationalize like how far he is from something. And the kid he was wouldn't have thought about any of that. Like it would have came, he would have jumped. And I laughed, and not because that there are not kids that are like that, because there was a child right next to him who was terrified, right? All children are not like that though. So something at some point that child started fearing things, or is at the point now where they will never fear things again. So I'm looking at Matt and I'm thinking about his himself as a child, like when we were little. And I'm laughing because I was like, oh, look at this. Like he's a little scared, but not really, but like a little scared, a little nervous. And your body was a little nervous. And I was like, I was laughing because I was like, oh my God, like it's so cute. But if you would have been able to stay in that, right? If you would have been able to stay in that energy all these years, you would have been able to like not have that overthinking, not have that fear and anxiety. And it was just like, but it's connected to that child part. It's connected to your inner child. Because I
Right.
used to like ask people all types of questions when I was young. Like it
And
was
also
different.
not doing that as much, like not doing these activities where I get those endorphin rushes and I'm getting like that experience on a regular basis. So when it's time to get it, it's like, oh, wait a minute. I haven't been
Right,
here in a while. I have to shake the dust off. Like, am I still built for this? Like, and because when you're in it, like you know how to react because you do it on a regular basis, and then it
right,
just relates into your other life by, releasing that stress of other things that you may have been holding, so that you can go in and like refocus. It like clears your vision up and takes that fog away.
right.
Yes, and I'm like 50, so yeah,
Who like
nah.
50?
I'm like
Who
50
50?
though. Like, yeah, yo, yeah. Uh,
Who she just called 50?
her lip, her lip like 50. Her big lip, under big lip, her upper lip, 50 years old. I was like,
No, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just is this world is so interesting.
nah, that's real. You're more cautious as you get older. Cause I done fuck myself up. Like I done punished myself. Like I did all type of extreme activities and sports. I done broke stuff. I done
No,
hurt
you
myself.
OC. No, you OC with yourself.
I'm OC. Like
You really are.
I'm still OC, and I still be messing
You
myself
real
up.
reckless.
So
And
I'm
I be like,
definitely more
whoa.
cautious now of like, and I was having some back issues that day. So like, I was like, is my back okay to do this? It really wasn't. I shouldn't have been doing that with my back issue that I was having. Cause excuse me, that shit got worse after that. Koya, if you'd have known, if you knew my back was hurting like that when I went up there, you wouldn't have let me do it.
Wait, when?
I don't want.
What are you talking about?
My back was hurting that day, like shit.
What
I know it was
day?
like my back on the trampoline bar.
Oh, I know, because you was moving like you had some up your booty. You was moving with the tight military booty. So I
My
knew you
back.
was in. And I was like, he about to get on this joint anyway. Well, maybe this joint will stretch his back out. That's what I was thinking. You don't remember you was moving like this on the trampoline.
Yeah, I couldn't
You were
jump on
like,
the
oh,
trampoline. That
oh
bounce
my
on my back.
God.
That don't.
Y'all,
Nah, every
Matthew be
time.
acting like he's 12 out here, son. No, let me tell y'all about him. Every day. Every day he act like our bones and our skin and our bodies don't do things the older we get, okay? And I be looking at him and I'm like, you about to OC yourself, son. Don't do it again. Like, you about to OC yourself, son. Don't do it again. Like, you about to OC yourself, son. Don't do it that last time. And then he's the nigga that go do it the last time. All fucked up. Your phone just like,
So
get it. Like, his phone don't fall regular, y'all. It don't be like, it be like, get it. And then you be like, what is happening? Like, nothing happens regular, fam.
Then he said his knee hurting after a nap. You can't do nothing because you be out for two
Hey
months.
son, have you ever taken a nap and your leg be in a messed up position and then you wake up and that joint stuck?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like it's a hey youngins, hey, this is a public service announcement. If you is under 30, all right, I'm trying to tell you right now. I don't care what the hell
Y'all
you
need to do
do.
yoga. Hey,
I don't care.
do
Listen, I
yoga
don't
your
care
whole
what you do. I
life.
don't care if you do yoga, workout, run, triathlons. I don't care if you was an Olympic athlete, you do tough mudders and Spartan races every other month.
What?
I don't care. What I'm trying to tell you, when you get past 35, your body gonna let you know you did all that shit back then. Hear what the fuck I'm saying? Y'all think it's all good. I'm still gonna be in shape. Yes, you still gonna be in shape. You still gonna be able to compete. You
But
still gonna be at an elite level. You
your
still gonna be
recoup
wait.
time gonna be different.
But
Your pain tolerance gonna be
trust and
different.
believe
All
you
right,
gonna
perfect example.
take a rest for any
Now,
period of time, and your stuff gonna start doing
y'all,
some
I got a
things
great
you ain't
example.
used to.
Matthew had to go. I'm gonna tell you exactly what he did in one weekend, and I knew he was
We're
gonna
not
be
gonna talk
trash.
about the scooter. We're not supposed to talk about
No,
that
so
scooter.
listen.
Lily. That's what we're not supposed to talk about.
Matthew decided that it was a good idea after he's been locked up in the pandemic that he was going to go play paintball, full day of paintball, and then we did the MLK Day, and then he went to the shooting range. So MLK Day, we're doing a lot of like maneuvering. You know, we got like attacked by a tent. There's things happening. Also, we're in the cold. Okay, because this is very important after 40, guys.
I
Okay.
don't even drink no more.
And
I
we
don't
in the
even smoke
cold,
to get a
and
hangover.
and then
I ain't
he
about
went
that
to
life.
the shooting range. So like I'm looking at him like, hey, you should
And
take a
when I
hot
go to the
shower and take
shooting
a
range,
Motrin.
y'all got to understand. I am going to the little indoor little John. Poof, poof, poof. We outside. Go bang, 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 bang. We're getting busy, man. Anyway, go ahead, Koya. Tell the story.
So I'm looking at Matt and I'm like, hey, you should go ahead and hit that Motrin up. Go ahead and get that ibuprofen in your body a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, son, I'm gonna let you know, like in a day or two, your body gonna tense up. The cold, you already allergic. And
I'm allergic to the cold.
I'm just saying, you did a whole lot. And I was like, we gonna be 40. And your body, sir, has also been in a pandemic and you have not
So
been
many
moving around.
activities.
So many activities, son. So
So many
many.
activities.
So many activities. And I was
So
like,
many activities.
hey, son,
That
just
over 40 shit.
like
Hey, you start
chill,
doing too many activities. You're like, I'm
like
tired. Why I'm
chill. You
doing
doing
so.
too much. You partying, like and like y'all seen us when we with the band, even when we working, because I told y'all we work and play. Okay, you dig? But we play hard and we
I,
party for real. So we out there because we trying to stay warm. It's cold, so we partying. But he had just had a full day of paintball the day before y'all. So I was like, hey, son, it's gonna creep up on y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all the next day, once all that settled, it started settling in his body. You would just hear him say and do little stuff. It would be like, huh? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Like his responses were slow because his body was tense. I said, you should take a bath. Just get in a bath, son. You should just soak. Like,
I had to get back on my workout shit after that because I was like, nah,
hey y'all,
I can't be going
y'all.
down
He
like that.
became paranoid. Then he became like a whole like he started to have an eating disorder in his head. Like, he
Vacation to
was like, I
sleep
gotta
and
go
not
get
do
right.
nothing
I gotta
right.
go get my body up.
Before 35, vacation is party 27 hours, sleep 1 hour, party another 27 hours. I
What
don't
age
know.
is
It's
that?
some wild shit. Okay.
What age is that?
that's under 35.
And what's
Okay.
over 35?
Over 35 is to go take a nap so you can sleep without interruptions.
Whose fucking vacation is that? That ain't my
Like,
vacation.
that's Lily. Lily be faking. We party,
Bye,
Lily. I
bye,
don't know what's
Grandma
wrong with you.
Lily.
Lily,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
Did
know
you
who
ask
this
me?
person is that want to sleep all the goddamn
Lily,
time.
Lily,
And
you some trash
who,
right now. I'ma just say that on
but
air. You some
I'm
trash
not
right
allowing
now,
I'm
and I
not
don't
allowing this
understand.
old people shit,
And
Lily. We
also,
out
that's
here
fake.
getting
You fake
busy.
old. You
If
fake
I
old.
wasn't
You
if I
walking around
wasn't
looking like Beyonce and Kelly Rowland all in one out here, and I don't want to hear nothing about you
listen,
acting like a
if
grandma
I
on
wasn't an
vacation.
enlightened man, I'd be out here trying to get going after these little young Jones because I'm ready. Let's go. Got
And
we
they're
ain't
gonna run your body down too. Good luck,
that's why I say I'm
your
grown. I'm
old
not doing it.
40-year-old ass trying to
I'm
catch up with a
enlightened.
20-some year old.
I'm
It
enlightened.
No, no,
I
I'm
just
talking about
said
your
if I'm not
physicality. Nah,
I
your
said my
physicality
enlightened ass
trash.
is not
Your
trying to do that.
your physical bodies
I
would
say my
keep up.
enlightened
Your
self is not trying
physical
to
body
do
won't
that.
run
Why are we
like that.
talking
Your
about me?
enlightened body, your
Y'all see?
physical body was
Y'all
not
see?
gonna let your
Y'all see?
enlightened body,
Y'all see how she trying to fry me anyway? I try to.
your
I ain't even
physical body
look.
wasn't
Y'all
gonna allow your enlightened body
listen,
to hold
listen.
that.
I try to be like I'm not even about that life, right? Y'all saw that. I try to take myself all the way out of it,
I
right?
let y'all know right now. If Matthew cheats a 25-year-old and gets some cheats, he's only getting it once, and it's gonna happen again. It have to be 6 months later. Okay?
Y'all, what would I ever do with a little young Joe? Anyway,
I said physicality. Didn't I say that? I said physicality.
I said
Just
she said
don't talk about your enlightened self no more. You still a man. So anyway, that ain't pedophile age. So
no because you lunching, Lily. I don't know.
you are
She
discriminated
said
against.
because soon as I land, I forget my age. Right?
This is ageism. This is not ageism. We're older than you.
You hear what she said? She
What?
say soon as she land though, she forget her age. Right. Soon
Yeah.
as you soon as you touch
So she be
down,
like,
huh?
I'm 18.
I'm
I'm
28. Let's rock.
21.
Let's rock. I don't
Let's
care.
go.
I'm 25.
No, but Matthew, isn't there some realness? Like the most hype you've ever seen me, the most energetic you've ever seen me was my year of 39.
That's facts, Lily. Yes. No, that's the most you've ever did anything. After your vacation, you need a vacation at home
Oh, fact.
to recuperate differently. You can't just go back to work like you used to. You can't just come home from vacation because you know you partied all the way up until the end of the day, night,
Well, y'all
morning.
remember when you used to be able to like drink and party and then you could like take a nap and then get back up and then drink a little bit more and then party some more and smoke some more? Nah. Like I have to
Now
party and then go to sleep.
I'm partying until I'm partied out. Once
And
I'm
then
out,
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out. But this year was the most like so, and the band wouldn't really know this because they didn't hang out with me in my earlier life. But the year that y'all have seen me out with them, this this was my 39th year. You know, for the most part, my birthday, so it was the 38th and 39th year, and most I have ever been out socially in that way that often and also like energetically like on some other like I was just energetically like in my 20s energetically, never mentally, but you know, definitely physically like and Matthew knows like Matthew's known me throughout all aspects of my life and he has never seen my energy on that level. That's what I'm saying, like y'all ages is a construct. It's a concept and a construct. Like it's just not you can shift yourself, you can shift your body. Like my body is younger than it has ever been. You know what I'm saying? And my energy is really lighter than it's ever been. So like it doesn't really matter. Like you know when y'all see like they'll show like the 60-year-old that look like a 30-year-old. Like that's real.
Yeah,
The more
like
you heal,
and even
the
what you saying,
inside.
Lily, 28 is the go to, but at the same time, I don't even be tripping. I'm like, no, I'm 30 something. What the fuck? And I'm ugly. So Imagine if I was handsome.
First of all, you're a
Boy.
man. Nobody cares about y'all's age. Y'all can walk around and be 87. DB could be like, I'm 87. They'd be like, okay, daddy.
DB gonna be like that. DB
Okay,
gonna be,
granddaddy.
I'm
They wouldn't
87.
care. What you want me to call you? Pop pop? Okay. Like they wouldn't get what? Get out of here. Like women don't care, dog. Men are
Till the
terrible.
day that we
We hate
die.
y'all. It's us that can't age. That's why I had to age backwards to win. I had to age backwards to win. Y'all, it's impossible. I had the Benjamin Buttons on their asses. Okay.
Uh,
I found out about my age on the last brunch I went to. Fuck DC brunch for life. Wait. Wait.
what happened
What
though?
happened?
I'm about to see
Wait, what happened?
who
What
want the link tonight? Who want the link? Who's
Lily, you gonna hop on and
coming
tell us
on?
what happened? What happened at the brunch?
We opening it up to callers.
Who wanna hop on and tell a story? Who got some stories to tell? Who wants to share?
Opening it up. We opening it up. Who wants a link?
Who wants to share? Cause y'all know we like a good pop on, okay? Bye bye. That made me think about. Never mind. I'm not gonna go and can't give them that one. Can't can't give y'all that one.
Hmm.
Can't give y'all the push pop. Joe. Can't do
I
it. Yeah, y'all got,
hate
you had to wait
I,
till you see
I hate you.
it. Can I ask y'all something
If
though?
you could do that video, you might be able to slide that one in there somehow. I don't know. But
So these challenges, y'all, all these challenges that people create, like where are the inappropriate jumps for the men? Like Matthew, can you create like an inappropriate jump for men where y'all have to like expose yourselves or something? Like a busted challenge for y'all? Like why we always gotta do so much?
I don't know. I ain't asked y'all to do
Why we
that.
gotta go silhouette?
We didn't ask y'all to do that. Y'all conforming
Sure
to
you
somebody
didn't.
somebody that did.
Sure you didn't. You don't know nothing about these men. They ask. It's the same men that ask for pictures and
Girl, you be having some experiences. You got to come on the live though. You can't write it.
go brunch at the half. No, please come on here and tell us about this.
I'm sending you an invite. I don't want to
You
hear
found
it.
out about your age at the brunch. What happened? That sounds so fun though. A go brunch. Can we do a go brunch? Let's do a go brunch. But how do we find bubbles that people can eat in? Can we get those? Sorry, y'all be going. I be going down the rabbit hole sometimes. Y'all know how I go. It don't matter. It's Friday. I had no beverage today.
We sent the link, Joe.
Now I need
Look
to know
at
about the go brunch. But
link
yeah,
up.
Matthew,
Don't act like you don't look camera ready. You always camera
Matthew,
ready. It's Friday. You probably look like you going on a date right now.
Matthew. Yeah,
You
always. She
know.
always look like she's
So
going on a date. She
turn
look
the
like
camera on.
she's on a date.
We your
She
date
was.
tonight.
Let me tell y'all, my friend and my little sis, our little sis, Lily is hilarious because she tricked me, y'all. I felt like she tricked me on a date, and I didn't even know I was on a date with her. I popped up on the video, and she's like, "Hey, girl." I look at her. I'm like, "Well, damn, you ain't tell me I needed to dress up." Like, y'all, she came on that joint bad, sitting around the house by herself. She was romancing herself. She was dating
What
herself,
y'all
and I
not
looked
gonna
like
do
trash. I looked like trash. I
I
was a
been down
trash
with
date. Apologize for being a trash date. I would never show up
What
on
you
a date
mean?
like
Look
that.
at her, y'all. Look.
You
She
better
come on
let no
here.
y'all
Look,
do that.
she
look.
gonna come on
Y'all
our
do
show
that.
outshine us.
I told you she was ready.
Come on,
I
I
y'all.
told you
want
she
We
came
y'all
like
in
we
on
the
look like bums
house.
today. I
she was
really
ready
Y'all
in
can stop. I'm home.
record time, guys. That
Home.
was record time. We said get on the jump. I sent her the invite. Said I'm sending you the invite. It's
Oh,
sick.
she
Get
was
on.
like, I already look good today. I already look
I
good. They look like
I
trash.
thank
Come
you.
on.
Thank you.
Y'all ain't shit. That's all I
Tea
gotta say.
time. Tea
Came
time.
on here to be like, y'all ain't shit.
What's up,
I'm done.
Lee?
What
I'm done.
happened? What happened with this go-go brunch?
Y'all,
What's going on?
first of all, do not do this to yourself, okay? Because brunch is early. Early
Facts.
in the day. So it was a Sunday brunch for someone's birthday.
Mm.
And we went, and it was, I don't know how much it cost, but they had crab legs, shrimp, grits, made to order waffles, omelets, macaroni, and like a whole Thanksgiving section. Like it was
Sounds
all you can.
amazing.
And you didn't even have to finish your mimosa before they came and refilled it. Like you didn't have to ever ask. The mimosa was full at all times.
This is
I
my
don't
type
know
of brunch.
how. I don't know how many mimosas I personally had.
Oh, mimosas will sneak up on you too.
See, now we get into the
We
juxtaposition of
get
the
into the juxtaposition. Really, it's all her fault, y'all, that she had a terrible time.
So
Go
with
ahead,
no,
continue.
no, with the food and the dancing and
Oh,
the mimosas, because there
oh,
is a Rolodex of B C list go-go bands at this function. So it
What's
was
the BC? Let's go back.
one
Now,
backyard. You know what
we
I'm saying?
not,
We used to
we
do-
not,
and
not.
one
It was
backyard,
other
and one UCB, and
it
one
was other
TCB.
bands. You know what I'm saying? No shade. I'm just saying it was
All the
other
other initials.
bands. Yes, the others. But they was good. It was lit. I'm not trying to shit on nobody. I'm just saying. It
But
was
we
good.
got you. Yes, like there's no point of you running down the
No,
list.
it was and they was banging. It was rocking. And everybody was happy. It was
That
like a
sounds
spring
dope.
day. It was actually
A
pretty
lot of
nice.
food and liquor.
However, that part, which usually not a problem. Yeah, I'm good. I can
A
throw them back.
dancing and go-go
I can
though?
eat. So they had a section
Ooh.
where, if you wanted to get other types of alcohol, you could.
Yeah, see, Koya would have been trash. Don't ever take me there.
The
What?
bar, the
I don't want
bar,
to go there.
the bar was open.
I'll create my own.
So what happened was
What
Hey,
some
had happened was,
someone in
I
our
should have a go-go brunch for myself.
you should. I'm with it. Let's go. What we
BB,
doing?
talk to the band. Thanks.
I'm going. So
February 21st.
It's at Lily's house though. It's just us.
what
She said no.
what had happened was somebody in our party went to
Oh,
the bar and requested different types of mimosas.
Like
oh.
with
So,
liquor and shit.
well, like different flavors.
Oh no, now we're adding sugars.
And then it
This
became
sounds
a thing. It transferred to the rest of the restaurant party because everybody was like, "Well, I want one of those strawberry, whatever you doing," and out of the. So
oh
what happened was, now
Jones. We all see some stuff and want it.
then the waitress was like, "I'm just gonna make a picture for everyone," and
Oh
so
no,
now
Lily.
starting over with mimosas, but different mimosas now.
And
Not
Oh,
listening
shit.
to go-go bands and eating all that food and drinking like that. So
This sound
y'all
like a party. This sound
working.
fun.
First of all, that sounds fucking amazing.
so
Like
brunch. But let me finish. Brunch starts at 10 a.m.
trash.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Niggas is trash at 2 o'clock.
A.m. Bands don't set up on time. We do know this. I'm willing to bet we got a
Okay,
good
it's go-go.
3 hours of drinking and
Prime
eating
concept.
before the first band showed up. Okay. But meanwhile, there's a fire DJ before that. So the party started at 10. I don't remember what time it started like being over, but it definitely was happy hour time. Okay. So this is an entire day of doing that shit in one place.
Oh
And
my god.
the thing that kind of saved me was that I danced a lot, so I was active. However, what I did was I went to my car, right, leaving the place.
Mm-mm.
I got in there to text some drunk shit to whoever I was dealing with or whatever, blah,
In
blah,
the middle of
blah.
the day.
And I woke up, hand in phone, text on red, no response, because I'm trash. And also, it's the next day, like 6 o'clock in the morning. Can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this.
How long
I'm
ago was this?
This is
This
a
was
long
like,
time.
this is what is this, 2020? What this was like 2016, 17.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Wow.
So
Wow.
not only did I text somebody that I guess the motherfucker thought I was trash, he texted me back.
Yo.
But I woke up in my own car, air on and everything, the next morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, meeting the sunrise. Like, oh, it's another day. Didn't notice it until I saw there were no other cars in the parking lot. And I'm like, where did everybody go? And I'm like, because it's daylight to me. It's like, but it's getting dark to me, right? I'm thinking I just took a little nap. No, it was 6 a.m. A.
Wow. Your body shut it down. Said, nah, I'm gone, Slim.
I
Said,
never
I'm
do that
gone,
shit.
Slim.
That's a
That was
wrap.
one of
Hey,
them
son,
joints. I used to love, let me tell you something. I
wait
love
a
a good
minute.
day
Wait
party,
a
though.
minute.
Day
Don't, but
party will get
yo,
you right. You be in that joint having a good
I have
time.
only okay. I have had one experience where like that next day it's like, how did we get to this next? I've only had one experience like that, but
Yeah, I got this is T too.
the combination of like
I was fucked up.
okay, and I know what started it too. It was like a combination of like edibles and drinking. But
Mm-mm.
like, but this was like
Mm-mm.
really the first time I had edibles for real, like a heavy
Mm-mm.
edible. It was a party bus. Me and my whole crew back then,
No
Matt,
damn.
you were there as well,
Mm-mm.
and we had
I was
brownies.
trashed.
We had brownies that were heavy in
I
it,
Oh
was
no.
trashed.
and
My
we
man.
drank. And I believe at some point we were on this party bus and ended up at Adams Morgan, but I don't remember anything there. This is what I remember, y'all. Okay, I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna tell y'all the flashes I remember. Somehow I got off the bus. I don't know how that happened.
A
Saw
long
one
time.
of Matthew's exes,
Long
I
told
was
her
time.
there.
to keep me away from her because I was messed up. I was like, why is she here? And then I was, and then I remember that.
Yeah. Koya.
And I remember somehow me and Shani got to a piece of pizza. I
y'all
also
got in, y'all
vaguely,
got into a piece of pizza like
now we ate it. We were eating a piece of pizza. But before that, I vaguely remember, I don't know who was with me, what parts of the crew were with me, but I ended up in a dark basement like Adams Morgan establishment that was like a club, maybe had reggae going on. And I was there for a
oh
few,
Oh,
yeah. We
Mary.
was in we
Well,
was in was,
but it
was we
Mary.
wasn't
in
like a lot of people. It
Tamari's?
was dead.
Mary. That
Was it
Joey.
Tamari's? Was we in the
Mary.
basement? I
It
was
just
there.
felt empty.
Oh no, if it was Tamari's is never empty.
You
No,
can
this
never
this
feel
was a
empty in
weird night.
Tamari's because Tamari's is only this big.
It's no,
But I
it's
was
no space.
there. Were we in Bukum? Did we go to
That
Bukum?
No,
wasn't
no,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn
That
is
wasn't
dead.
No, we
Brooklyn.
went to Tamari's, but it was just us in there, I think.
What?
Yeah, yeah. And
Popping.
then, and mind you, Lily, when I'm saying I don't remember anything else in between, like I don't remember walking, I don't remember talking, I don't remember any. These are literally the flashes I remember. Pizza, and
Mm-hmm.
then we were back on the bus, and then I passed out. I got in Shawnee's car somehow. I threw up
See,
everywhere.
see,
Then I
no
felt
thanks.
afterwards, and then I fell asleep and don't remember anything. She doesn't like remember half of that evening, and she barely had anything. She had like this much brown
Mm-mm.
and doesn't drink. But I was trashed. Like I was like, yo.
And
If
that's where
this is
you
what
messed us
blacking
up.
out is, like I'm never doing it. But it's because we just didn't know how strong that brownie was, yo.
And it was a
I
tricky.
tell you, I didn't have some crazy experiences with some fucking alcohol and some brownies and some just like some weed. Like rest in peace, my big bro, my little bro, man, my man Jamar.
Oh man.
God, we had a great experience with our white friends in Georgia. We was with some friends from Georgia Tech
Mm-hmm.
University.
Okay, wow.
Georgia
Ancient.
Tech, we had some friends. We was
Had
down
some Georgia Tech experiences.
hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Absence.
And
The
I'm trying
Christmas
to tell you,
ale.
it was the
Like,
things that
what?
white people do is just different. Like it
White
was all
people
type
make
of drugs.
ale
It
for a
was
year and
we
then
was in the
did
party
it.
looking for the weed. We looking for weed. We smelled the weed when we came in. We was like, oh yeah, they got the weed. We know they got the weed because we came there mainly because we know they got the weed.
Right.
Okay.
So we go to get the like we smell the weed when we come in. For
Mhm.
about an hour or and a half, we could not find the weed. All right, but they had all type of other drugs. They doing
It's a
coke
lot.
over here. They
Oh.
got motherfucking balloons with helium or whatever the fuck oxygen in it. I don't know what the fuck they had in the balloon, but
Mm,
they had they
tab.
had opium in a motherfucking little bowl and shit.
E.
But we like, where the weed at? Finally, this guy fucking Joker. Big fucking like tall ass carrot top looking dude. Like a lot of hair, but taller, skinny version of carrot top, but not red. Just all the hair. Named Joker, man.
I remember that person.
Your man was like, um, I got some weed. So we like, all right, let me get the weed. So he gives us the weed and it's rolled in the joint or whatever. It was in a little bag. So we like, all right, good. Now I'm looking at the joint and I'm like, I don't know about this joint. It got a wire in it. The fuck is this piece of metal? So I unrolled the joint. I'm like, I don't know
No,
what the fuck is going on. I unrolled the joint. There's a
no.
piece of metal in it. Now come to find out later, there's a brand of rolling papers that come with a piece of metal. It's supposed to be like a bar that helps you roll the cigarette better or some shit. Like it's a whole thing with this brand. It's like an old school brand too.
Hmm.
That's what he used to roll it. But I knew nothing about this at the time, so I was like, "Bump that! I'm re-rolling this." So I re-rolled the weed in another piece of paper. So we hitting the weed. I rolled it a magnificent J. This weed is going around. People hitting the J. This is now y'all understand. This is 15, 20 years ago. All right, this is pre-corona. Okay, so we could pass weed.
Oh, the good old days.
It was also before it was legal. So for all y'all people that don't
That
know about
too.
prohibition,
Yeah.
so
You used to have to find weed.
you met a lot of people that you probably would not meet nowadays because you could just go to a store and get
Yes,
their
you
weed.
did find your. We found our tribe through our weed tails down there. I'm for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, getting weed was like a whole community thing. Like you met different people in the process of getting weed. This was one of those situations. So we in there, we smoking the weed. Now, mind you, before Joker had offered me something else. He offered me a shroom candy that was
Mm.
made with shrooms and
How does
chocolate.
Matthew always be around all the drugs though?
It was the white people. They had everything at this
Oh,
party.
because you
We
around the
had
white people.
we had a
They had
keg of.
every,
You around white
everything.
people a lot.
Yeah.
I'm around white people too, but everybody be thinking I'm innocent, so they don't talk to me.
So I had a half of a shroom candy. Okay. We smoking the weed. Now
Half.
Me and my brother Jamar sitting on the chairs, right?
You had half.
And I had half the candy. He didn't
Mm,
have anything.
Okay.
He didn't have anything.
because you had the whole
But
thing.
the weed, no. He wasn't doing the shrooms. He a Rasta man. You know, he not doing the shrooms.
But you,
He wasn't on that. He was like, I'm not doing nothing else. Whatever. Okay.
mhm,
So I was like, I'm doing this.
you did the whole thing.
And I
Yeah.
saved the other half for later. I have another story about that because that's when I went to the club with the bros. On that's an whole another story with the other half of
Wait,
the
so you
shroom
ate
candy.
the whole junk?
Yeah.
So I ate
Yeah.
half the shroom candy, saved it for later. I have another story about the other half of the shroom candy for later. That's a whole nother. It was a good shroom candy. But now, so we high, right? Me and Jamal sitting there high. But I'm like, I'm high as shit. My heart beating like a motherfucker. I'm looking around and shit. I'm feeling jittery. I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
don't like it. I know exactly what that feeling is. I
I'm
don't
like,
like
what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, hey Jamal, I think the shrooms and the weed, I think I'm having a trip or whatever. And then he go, yo, brethren, better know about that weed there, brethren. My heart beat real fast. I say, your heart beating? I say, you didn't do the shrooms, but I did the shrooms, but my heart's beating, your heart's beating. And he's like, yeah, man, I feel jittery and things like that. And I said, yo, I
He was
think
farmer shit.
I think the weed was in the bag with some other shit the nigga had, and
And
he
sprinkle a
rolled
little
it,
crack on it.
and I think we done hit some shit. So we in this joint tweaking, like we like, what the fuck? We high than a
what
motherfucker.
was it?
I don't know. We
You still
left.
AOD,
don't know?
We was like, you feel funny?
AOD,
Yeah, I feel funny. Let's go.
AOD.
Listen, we don't know how we got home or none of that shit. We was just high as shit. Got
Yeah.
back to the house,
Nope.
fucking with the white people. With white people.
I was done with them when that party. They had a keg of Christmas ale. And I was like, but it's not Christmas. And they were like, oh no, we start the keg on Christmas every year. And we put all this weed at the bottom and we just let it ferment. And I was like, y'all gonna drink that today? It's summertime. Like, you want a glass? I was like, hell no, what the shit? Y'all about to die. Or everybody in here about to die. Fuck
So I had a shot of it, right?
he,
And we
No.
they was
listen, listen,
everybody
listen.
shot in the kitchen. And it was like, let's do a shot, toast. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna put water in
No.
it. And this nigga was like, yeah, I'll take some. And I was looking at Matt like, what you doing? He's standing in the kitchen in front of the sink with his back towards the sink. And so when everybody did the toast and did the thing and then took the shot, he said the over the shoulder to the sink. He dumped that shit out.
I said, whoop, woo.
I was like, oh God, thank God. Because that
Oh
was
God. Okay, you didn't drink it.
30 minutes later, like, Matt, you feeling it? Yeah.
right.
No, I'm not. No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
don't know. You should have took it.
No,
Uh,
that shit was like neon green, like some shit in a
Koya,
sci-fi movie where
I wasn't in a
it is like
position.
radiating. I was
That
like,
was some shit. Like, if you take that, you staying there tonight. And
right.
that wasn't
Man, I
a
feel like you missed out
situation.
on the experience though.
Nah, it
No,
wasn't. It wasn't that. I've had things like that before,
I
but
wouldn't have wanted to see that
that
experience.
that situation, we
Nah,
would have had to. Um, I
nah.
would have been high. Like I'd have been in the because
I'm not drinking
it
no
was like Everclear
weed
and
beer,
fucking
liquor
weed
Oh
stuck
God,
together.
anytime.
Everclear.
Nah,
Oh
they was
And they put
toasted.
cinnamon in it and figs and like they made
yo.
cider, and I was like, it is
Oh
something.
yeah,
Do
that
y'all
joint.
remember when everybody was like super pressed to have like liquor that was like over 80 proof or over 90 proof or over 100? I'd be like, yo,
Why?
why?
You trying to die? Like you trying to die?
Like, yo, the liqueur, that 99 joke, the 99 apples, 99 bananas.
Nah, I don't fuck with none of that shit. That boy.
Yo, I
Oh,
played this game with that one time and we just took shots of that junk.
I cannot drink liquor. No, it's a no.
And it tastes good. It tastes like candy, you know what I'm saying? But son, it's so strong. It's the most slept. It's so strong.
After a certain time in my life, I realized my limit.
I mean, I realized my limits really quickly. Like when I used to go
I
out back
realized
in
my
the day,
limits too.
Yeah, I can do a
when
little.
you had lies, Matthew
Once
does not
I
do
drink liquor,
I do. I knew I don't need to drink a lot.
my life.
that is true. But Matthew does not follow those rules.
Well, I mean,
Sometimes,
Excuse me,
sometimes I like to toe the line.
Matthew. I don't even know why you told the line the way you did, the way you was passed out in the bathroom that time. Like,
what?
what happened to you that
I
day?
don't
Were
know.
you
I don't know
drugged?
what you're talking about.
Did you drug yourself?
He don't
What
remember.
happened that day? I
He don't.
still really want to know. I swear he didn't drink.
Nah, that bourbon, something did something to me. That shit had me.
He forgot
That,
about the lines
I
of
ain't
coke he did in the bathroom. Is what happened.
nah. I did goddamn coke in the bathroom. You smack. Fuck you. Ain't nobody doing
She
that.
did that to you on purpose.
Ain't nobody doing that. But nah, that
I know,
bourbon.
no, Matthew does not do anything like that. I just like to mess with him. Sorry.
As
But
you can
that
see, we are herbalicious
Disclaimer.
family. We are herbalicious family. We like things from the earth.
Disclaimer. Matthew does not do chemical drugs.
the bourbon though did something to me though. That shit.
But something happened. Somebody must have spiked that junk through some the date
It was
rape,
you.
a roofie.
You the
Oh,
one
that
that
reason to do
must
that?
spike it.
I have no reason to roofie you. I
You
mean,
and
unless I was
Rhonda,
trying to tell you to shut up.
Rhonda, or you did it. You or
I
Rhonda.
mean, we might have been wanting you to be quiet. So like,
She put some of that
you put some
that
baby aspirin in that
she
junk.
put some shit in that joint like nigga shut up.
But
Shut the.
Rhonda, you drugged me. She tried to put me to sleep.
Mommy might have drugged you.
sometimes when you do things after a certain age, it'll just change it up for you a little bit. That's all. I used to be able to do a couple of those things, and now you can only do one. You know,
That's true.
But I think I
That's
learned
right.
early. So I used to like test myself, right? Every time I would go out, I would try something different. So mommy gave me a great rule, like, okay, y'all know I was very conservative. So I didn't even drink until our freshman year in college. So I went to a house party. My mom always said, if you're gonna have a drink, keep it simple, make it yourself. She did. She said, do rum and coke. So that was my first drink. She told me about how much to pour in there if it was a party cup. So like she told me this like way before I even got to school. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
that's a good measure.
So I had toasted. But what I learned from that day
Toasted.
What I had learned was
how much
I like this shit.
I like it.
I
everybody
want
I
more rum,
like
less
it.
coke.
I don't know how I'm grinding on some dude up against a dryer right now, but whatever. Viva la France. I don't know, but it was
she had the thought juice. She had the thought juice. Shit. Rum and coke is thought juice.
y'all should have seen my face like, what am I doing? Like, and Matthew knows how absurdly conservative I was. Like, would call Matthew and them like, y'all gonna go to hell for smoking weed and fucking. Like,
It was your uninhibited self coming out of the
very
bottle.
much so.
Slim,
Okay.
she used to freaking give us the business, like hated us, like y'all smoke some weed, y'all y'all high,
So
y'all
funny to me.
I smell it. You smell like weed. But now you smell like weed. She could be like, you hit the weed without me? What the fuck?
I'm about to say I have never seen Koya that way, but that's funny.
Slim, she used to be a prude
Before
ass.
college, I was in my freshman year of college, but like
I was telling her about our class trip and she was like, oh my
I was
gosh,
like, y'all was some hoes,
The
y'all
like
body
hoes
y'all are
and
some hoes,
weed
y'all some
and,
prostitutes, y'all dicks gonna
and
fall
drug
off. That was my
addict.
favorite line. Y'all
is.
dicks gonna fall off.
Okay.
We was
So
drinking and drunk.
when did you
Y'all
start
was gonna
wilding
go
out?
to hell.
When did you start wilding out, Koya?
Like, so really, I don't know. I guess the first time I like smoked, drink, I feel like I did all that at the same time. I was like the first New Year's, no, it wasn't the first New Year's we came home from freshman year. Was it that New Year?
College? Oh, okay.
I don't remember. It's a long
I
time
think
ago.
it was. So it was around 18, 19 that I really smoked or drank anything. I think I was 19. And then I didn't physically do anything until 21. So, or 20. Like my first kiss was 20. I was very conservative. I was I was like a real, I had real stages. And what I mean by that is like the stages you were supposed to play with dolls, I played with dolls. The stages and then maybe a little longer because I just liked like putting clothes on dolls.
Right. Okay.
So, but it was weird. It was very funny and hilarious. Now my mind was way crazier than what I was actually doing. My mind was way sexually advanced. It's hilarious.
That part.
Use the right naughty stories, like hopeful
That
script,
part. I was like interested in so much.
so
Oh,
much.
my mother would kill me if she knew.
So by the time I did anything, it was like I'm comfortable. Like
Early, like
yeah, but I was really conservative. So I used to like talk to Matt and then be like, ew, y'all stink. Like, ew, no, I don't want to hang out with y'all. Like, y'all some bums. Like, y'all is doing nothing. Y'all ain't doing nothing out here. Y'all gonna go to hell. Like, y'all out here.
what the
The
hell?
teeth is gonna fall off. Y'all lungs is gonna dry up and die. I mean,
I mean, some of that is true.
I went off.
No.
And now I'm a whole stoner chick.
Same.
You
Same.
know, but it's so funny. It's funny. I went through a transformation.
I'm
Me,
worried about it when we do go back outside. Will I still know how to party? I feel like I'm just so at peace. It's too much silence and nothing going on. I feel like am I going to be able to turn up again?
yes, you turned up just fine. When was that? Halloween? Yes, you're fine.
All right. Yeah, what's up?
It's natural. Like you can't be in a good environment, good vibrations, good music, good things like that, and not like really experience it. I don't think we're built like that as humans. You know, like it is what it is.
Maybe, maybe.
I just look forward to it. Like we got a lot of shit going on. Like I think that we're gonna see a lot of transformative life things this year that are really going to be really positive and for some of us, and particularly speaking about the ones creative group, about you Lily, about just us in general, you know, and people that we connected to. That's the energy that I feel coming about, so we're gonna keep that same energy on some real shit, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like on positive vibes and
Mhm.
doing the right things, being productive. I don't know. I don't know what you think, Koya. I mean, like
What was the question?
it wasn't no question. Like this,
Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna keep that same energy, the growth and the vibrations
yeah, I was about to say like
is gonna.
you know, the year 40, as I keep talking about.
Yeah. You're
I have
full.
so many ideas of what I really want my energy to be like this year. I be messing with Matthew and saying wild stuff just to like, mess with his head.
You got ideas? I want to hear some ideas.
No, like jokingly the other day I was messing with him just to be an asshole. I was like, the year 40, 40, 40, 40 dicks. I was like, what can you do at 40? How many 40s can we accumulate in a group? You know? So like I was trying to like
look at
group
her face. Look at her face. Exactly. Time out. Flag. What
Rewind.
flag?
Is there a
like
rewind?
40 minutes.
Flag.
40 minutes of
Flag on the play.
exercise. Every time you
Rewind.
exercise, every time you do it, you should do it for 40 minutes. I'm just gonna accumulate 40 in like different ways.
Did you say 40 dicks?
40 no, like yeah,
you heard. You
I said
heard her ass.
I was messing
You
with
heard
Matthew.
her
I was
ass.
trying to mess with
Oh,
Matthew.
I was like,
And I was like, Matthew, it's the year 40. I should do 40 dicks in a year. And he was like, what? And I was like, Matthew, I'm messing with you, but like you were listening. That's
I
good.
didn't even know that. I was like, she didn't say that. Oh, okay.
Oh, I said that.
All
But I
right.
wouldn't do
Girl.
that.
No, I know
No,
you would never do that. That's crazy.
girl, too much. First of all,
That's his
that's
name.
a lot of choices of men.
Mhm.
You, you
Where are
gotta
those
go through
choices? We gotta
40
get 40 choices.
40,000 men to what?
40,000 men to get four.
You
To
haven't
get
met
four.
40
To get
men
four.
to do that with in a year.
You gotta
So,
go through 400,000 men, 4 million men to
And
get
still won't get
40.
40.
And
Get
then we'll
four.
get 40.
More like 3.5 and a potential nigga.
Y'all see, y'all suck. I'm trying to give us some credit now. God damn it. They keep, good fellas, you see me, right? They
Oh,
keep
I didn't
saying
give you the
four.
stats for the women. You want those stats?
Nah, we gonna just move on.
You wouldn't get 40 either.
I know. I don't deserve it anyway.
Maybe like 20.
No.
It
Let's
ain't.
move on.
Sorry, guys. The well is dry out here, son.
It
Men,
is dry. It's
men
dry,
and
but
women
sometimes
and
that's
black men and women need to do better in 2021. Okay? This is what I want to say.
we
I
need
want us to do better. The male and the female.
Right.
Period.
And stop looking at a motherfucker like a Kevin Samuels to give you the
Yo,
fucking
Kevin Samuels is trash.
path, get to give you the path to
right.
having a good relationship. No, that's not the
Trash.
path. Everything you're saying is trash, and it has nothing to do with getting a good relationship. And I ain't talking
Well,
about
it's
this
just
shit
based on
because I'm
like
trying to
really, really
raise
rich
my
men and women
equity
that want
with
rich,
women.
really, really rich
Like
men because they're
that's the
go
first thing he'll say to me.
the men
You
are
just
bald.
saying you just saying that because you're trying to raise your equity with women. Fuck your equity with women. I don't need to raise
What
shit.
is
I'm gonna
going
get
on? I
I'm
miss
gonna get
You don't know this?
quality
I've talked to you about this person
woman
before,
because
Lily.
I'm a motherfucking quality man. I don't give a
the six
goddamn
figure.
what you talking about.
Yes.
We're not gonna get into it.
I
I'm
don't
just
live in that
saying,
world. I don't know anything about
I
that.
don't live in that world. Right. Neither do
like
the people listening to it. Neither do they,
But I
Lily.
that's
know where I am in life,
That's the problem. The people he's actually
and
reaching are
and I
not in that world.
and I know when somebody don't know what they talking about.
okay. Exactly. And
Bruh.
that's all I'm
Anytime
saying.
Bruh.
you start preaching about relationships,
Who is
I hear
actually sucking
clothes.
on
I don't
your
hear that shit
like who's
because it
sucking on
ain't
your
no
meat? Like
personal.
who's waking up in the morning like I'm gonna suck Kevin Samuel's meat? Like nobody. I don't
Yeah,
I
care
mean,
what he says. I
we
don't
not
believe it.
we not even going. We not even going to go in. We got a whole. We
I didn't
probably gonna,
go in all the way, but with Lily's
we
here and
said.
I needed to bake them a little
well,
bit.
I didn't know
I
that, but
know.
okay,
That's what
back
I
to what
said.
you said
Remember
though.
what we
We
said? We
all need
said
to
we
do
gonna
better.
save that
We
for
all
a
need to do better.
situation.
He gonna
I
find
feel
it. Somebody
like
gonna send it to him. I don't care.
I feel like
That's
I
what
did
I want.
better.
That's what I
Koya,
want.
you did better. Did you
That's
do
what I
better?
Yes,
want.
what? Hi.
I feel like all three of us did better in 2020 in those areas. I think we all did, and I'm really better now. So this is
That's what
great.
I'm saying. Like I'm looking forward to
Nice.
whatever is about to go down this year because I feel like we did really good work in 2020, guys.
I know
We
I
did, we did some good personal self work in
I did
2020
surgery on my soul,
for real.
and y'all took my dragon, but R.I.P. to that. So we just gonna leave it. And now I'm just like a little Buddha, like.
Today. She a little Buddha today.
You're still a dragonfly.
You still a dragon.
Y'all took it, y'all. It's gone.
Just
You
like
just don't.
I'm still
You don't
dark.
got your. We
I'm
don't want
still
you
dark
to get no
unicorn.
fire. It's
Our
the
unicorn is
fire.
still here. She's just on. She's trying to go on a hiatus.
I don't have access to the fire. It's stored away.
Okay, yeah, let's keep it over there. That's good. That's important. They should only come out when it's time
Darling,
to battle.
this is chamomile tea. What kind of tea is that? That you
Green
got there?
tea. It's green
Green
tea.
tea.
Green
Darling,
tea. I
this
am very strange about green
y'all
tea.
seen that Joe man, two trains. The lady said, your coffee is right next to my hat. She said, darling, this is chamomile tea.
Yes, ma'am. It's
I was
tea.
like I love it because they be giving them the fancy shit but be so
I love
hood.
that though. That's dope.
Darling, this is chamomile tea.
That's dope though.
So
Darling,
Like so, I'm looking forward
this
to.
is Cabernet Sauv.
I'm looking forward to applying some of the things that I have worked through
I have started.
and really doing that. I really would like to go back outside.
I was just outside today,
This
and
is not really how I wanted to do my 40th
I
birthday.
would like to not go back outside.
Like in the pandemic, like I'm not happy about this. Like
Outside. I'm realizing that 40 is coming soon for me too. But hopefully, things will be back to normal by then.
I think they will.
Mm, 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 mm.
I'm pretty sure they
I don't know how
will.
to do do-overs though. Like
Well, at least the new normal, whatever the new normal will be.
a lot of people gonna have to do their birthdays over.
Can I be honest with you, y'all? I looked at like footage from last year, right? Just like being out and stuff. I got so paranoid, yo, because I was like, this time last year, I was out partying, and then I did my birthday at Felicity, and there was COVID in the air, and we just didn't know.
I had already had that shit in December.
Oh, I had it in December. I'm sure of that.
Pretty sure I almost died in December.
I'm pretty sure that December of what was that?
2019.
Hell yeah, I had because I had all the.
Me and Matthew. Oh, me.
I ain't never had nothing that had my chest.
Everybody at Felicity, I'm pretty sure had
going like that.
The fluid, you was about to die.
If
like
you was partying with us,
like,
I was in the show freaking out.
December
I ain't never been that hot. Cold.
You got COVID. That was the pre-COVID.
It's fast. Like I came home, I
felt like death.
Then I was like, I feel like I'm going to die right now.
I thought I was going to die. I told Matt, I was like, I'm going to die. And I remember, really, it was so bad. I had to tell Matthew. Matthew knew it was bad. I told the band, everybody was like, yo, so, yeah.
I had no idea what that shit was.
I am not coming out. Like, it's not happening.
It was not the flu. That's a lie.
Nah, it wasn't.
That was not the flu.
No, because then it was like residuals after it. Like
the cough went on for weeks, months. Probably. Yeah, I don't even know when it stopped.
It might not have stopped. It might just be taking a break.
I have no idea what the long term.
I'm certain of that. I'm certain more than half of us had it. But I was looking at images, y'all, of us partying. And I was like freaking out, like watching how many people were just like close to each other. And I was like, I'm never going to be able to do this again. I'm going to be so paranoid.
This thing, we didn't talk about it, but like it's taking the mental down. Like a lot of people are not coping well at all.
No, the anxiety, the stress that's been put on people.
So bad. Oh,
like the stress to engage, the stress to not engage. And then it's like when you're there, you're thinking about it. If you are a person who is consciously thinking about yourself and other people, there are some people who are not affected by this. They are out and they do not care. I
have anxiety whenever there's a birthday coming up or holidays.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if we can do it. I don't know, but I want to, but I don't know, but I want to, but I just end up not going.
So what I believe is this. The more you integrate yourself in little ways, your body can stay balanced in human energy, and it needs to not be totally isolated. Like it can't be totally isolated because then the whole thing.
Right, you gotta have your tight knit community that you can.
I think people have their little COVID bubbles.
Yeah, you just got a small tracing, man. Small tracing. It's not about staying in the house and being just staring at the wall. That's not healthy.
But a lot of people aren't doing that. It's just the stuff that they used to do for an outlet.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you going today? Why are you so dressy?
I have on a sweatshirt. I'm in the house. This is
sweatshirt. That's how that joint be, man.
What is this? A $9,000 sweatshirt?
Why are you commenting on me, sir? First of all,
that's how that joint be, man. Dressed up.
Like I'm gonna always look like trash next to her, dog. Like it doesn't even matter. Like I'm just gonna look like trash.
Okay. All right. I ain't even responding to this.
But I did personally wash my hair though. When I like to spend money on shampoo. Look, when I like to spend money on shampoo, I use Mixed Chicks. So this is Mixed Chicks right now.
The curls are popping though.
Right?
Purple and whatever. Popping.
This is 2 days. This is a 3-day wash right here, I think.
Yeah, so when I like to splurge.
Are you growing your locks back, Matthew?
I don't know what these Jones
doing. I think that's what he's doing. I like to call this the pandemic black boy hair.
Everybody got the same.
I like to call this pandemic 2020.
It's kind of a good excuse, like I really
urban.
No, everybody like
Urban black boy.
everybody got rough faces, all
No, it
that.
Okay,
literally is the same. They
so
all
in
look
the
the same right now,
beginning,
Lily.
in the
They're all
beginning of
doing the same thing. They're all like literally doing
in
it.
the beginning of the pandemic, what I did appreciate, because I love to see real shit, was like all the celebrities that was doing like podcasts and all that. Like they looked scruffy as shit.
Oh, some
Cause
of them still do.
They
I
still
love to
do.
see that though. I was like, thank you for being regular. Like we don't need to see.
People were coming out without their hair done. I was like,
I
damn.
saw an interview on one of the things, and the lady had her scarf, or whoever they was interviewing. She had her like scarf. She was like, I just woke up. Like, cause we at home. When you're at home, shit hit different.
I mean, we different. We accepting it better now. Like this whole look is just like whatever. This is a pandemic look. What?
Hey,
I'm
we
not
look
going to
fly
the
for the
barber.
pandemic though,
What
right now.
y'all want me to do? My
Matt,
shit growing like
we
this.
look, but we look fly right now for the pan. We look good. There's some rough niggas out
I'm
here.
saying my shit
We
just
look good.
growing like this. I'm not trying to do nothing with it. I'm not.
It was a period where I appreciated that we ain't have to get all goosey up and just to see an interview. I like to see that.
Because I think it made people pay attention to like stuff that mattered.
Yeah, like it got real human for a second, and now
Right.
it's normal.
It's starting to. It's going back and forth.
Mhm.
I
I
Because
think
enjoy.
it's definitely more of a balance when you starting to see. I think we're gonna see more of a
there's
balance,
still some states that
more
are.
of an acceptiveness
Yo,
of a balance.
there's a lot of people outside, y'all.
I mean, half the people that
I
are
don't mean
about,
here necessarily. I'm talking about like other places.
yeah,
Like they are outside.
Yeah, like
so,
Houston is open, Atlanta is
Like
open,
I don't even see no masks.
yeah,
Florida is open. The whole
they
state.
just they just doing regular shit. They like we
Nothing has
move.
changed. You can wear the mask if you want, but nobody cares.
They like we moving.
Hmm. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
Y'all, can
Nah,
we go to the
this is
island
what
and
I
just
say.
live
Black
there?
people are really good at. Black people are really good at taking advantage of
Can we
red
buy some
state
acres?
laws. Red states like to leave people alone a little bit. And they kind of like, especially when they going against some shit
Well,
anyway, they start to let you just do it. It'd be kind of funny, and black people like to exploit
Can
that
we
shit.
buy a red state?
We also get in funny, huh?
Hmm?
did you
Anyway,
say air? You can't say that
Can
on
you
air.
buy a state?
shh. I know.
I'm asking a real question.
Koya,
Can you buy a state?
Listen, asking a question like that on Al Gore's internet,
Can you
man,
purchase a state?
ma'am.
Koya.
Can you? I don't know.
We're
We'll
not
Google
pushing.
it. We'll Google it later.
We're not pushing.
Shout out to Google.
Be quiet. Shut up. Zip. Zip
Has
it.
I feel like this is a
Zip,
regular question though.
zip
It
it.
is not a regular question because you're
Zip it.
asking it. You with all the melanin are asking questions about that.
Be
No.
quiet.
I feel like this is a legitimate question.
Koya.
I really want to answer.
Matthew, me and you are. I'm like,
Shut it up.
Nah, y'all be picking and choosing when y'all want to be paranoid and shit.
Shut it up. Koya.
Y'all done said, y'all know how much wild shit y'all done said on this show?
We don't
about
say nothing.
myself. About myself. Nobody cares.
Have you heard Matthew? This
Matthew doesn't
entire
say
time?
nothing. Matthew says nothing.
What?
Mm.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew says nothing. I'll tell y'all later.
Oh, y'all
Ma-
so scary. Now y'all the scary black people. Y'all so scary.
Matthew, what is your show? Oh, Howard. I was like, what's your shit say?
A school he ain't go to.
Right. That's
He a
what I'm talking about.
perpetrator. He a perpetrator ass nigga.
I'm a poser.
Okay,
Okay.
I actually have a whole thought about that.
A
I think that if
loser
you
and
are
a
wearing an HBCU
Or in
shirt,
the black
it's
community.
okay to support it. I'm really okay about that. I
I
think
think
that
you
people at the schools be
should
mad
wear
though.
it. I'll rap for whatever. I ain't go, but I'll rap.
right. I reps whatever.
I will
Not
wear it, Howard, because my
not
mother
to
wear
mention
Howard. I will wear it if I want to.
not to mention this is what I would wear when I was working like homecoming events and shit in the theater.
Mhm.
That's your
So
uniform.
that's
To
part of my
pick up
uniform.
college girls.
Yeah.
Picking up college junks. That's what you
Not even, not at all.
Yes, you were.
No,
Saw
it
you.
wasn't. Not even.
Lived
Never
right
did.
by the school.
Not them little children, not ever. Now back in the day, boy. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. We went up highway then we lied to that from Jones again.
What? Back
Yeah.
in the day, you was what?
When we was young. We was young.
Back in the
I'm
day,
only
you
playing
what?
along because this
When
is
we
live.
was
What
young,
about
we used to be up Howard
when you was young? What?
back in
When
the
he was a
day.
Oh,
grown man living near Howard is actually accurate too. But we're gonna not talk about that.
right. Also, as well.
Nah,
As,
never.
as well.
Not, not
What
when
a
I
time.
was not when I was on U Street. I just used to see them out there because they was right there walking.
Oh my God, yo, that was the worst.
They walking. I'm
Yo,
gonna look, watch them
that
walk.
was the
Hey.
worst. Yo, he's the worst person to be on the phone with. He is the most
No,
gentleman person I know in real life,
yeah,
but
he's
he's a thought on the phone.
distracted.
This nigga, like, I don't even be,
Never.
we be talking about real shit, and then he'll be like, "Oh my God, I love women. I
Yep,
just love them so much, Koya. I just
yep.
love them so
And
much."
then he would
And then he'll
describe
be quiet,
her,
and then he'll be like,
and then he'll describe the girl.
"Hey, oh my gosh,
Slightly,
she's
and I'm
so
just
fat.
like,
Koya.
okay.
She got these
And
short feet."
then he would start following them, but not like so that they can tell that he's following them because he's a GI Joe.
But then he's like going to the store, but in the direction that
Going to the store to buy lager and other things and tea. Take teas.
I
Like
love that she said a
Then
lot.
a lager. And I was like, I hate you. I hate you. Goodbye.
lager.
Goodbye, Lily.
Like
Remove
so.
you from the street.
But let
I
me
was
tell you what
Goodbye.
the pandemic has hit, where it's hit different though for females though. Females are so thirsty right now because I caught my
oh,
thirsty self by accident. I started like staring, like a dude caught my eye, right? Like he was like it was a regular thing. He caught my eye first, but then I looked and I was like, well, damn, he is fine. Like I was just like for a minute, I think I was just daydreaming.
you have
Like
to obey or quench.
it's
It's,
like the pandemic. Like I can't even talk to you. Like
I'm
I
done
just
with the obeying. I'm just gonna quench on my own turn.
yeah,
Like
I just be thirsty just walking around by accident. Like it'd be like, oh.
it's a
I
bad.
was watching something and I was like, ooh, oh, perfect example. Somebody put up a tea pouring ceremony. And I got distracted because the dude was fine.
See,
Fine. I was like, I'm distracted. I know I was supposed to be watching the ceremony, but he was fine. Lily,
it's like at some point, everybody's gonna have a moment where they have to decide how you're gonna handle your thirst.
I'm fucking.
I have a
Look,
proposal for
listen,
you.
I'm fucking. I don't got time.
Lily, I have a
It's been a
proposal
long
for you.
time.
You either have to be a part of this process with us, or you have to help us through this process that I'm about to propose to you.
Mm-mm.
I don't think
What
I'm ready.
process? Am I in this
Me
process?
and Matthew on a dating show trying to find love, but we're helping each other, and you have to help us do obstacle course and tests for the people competing for us before they even get to us.
How does that work?
Like, like you would meet the people.
Huh?
You, Shani, like whatever our crew is that of trusted humans, right?
Okay.
And then we do a casting like you do all dating shows, right? And you have women and men that come in. And
Okay.
then you have to put them through you have to vet them basically before they can even pick the ones that can come to us.
I'm gonna succeed at this.
And
What
then
is it?
Matthew is going to help test the men, and I'm going to help test the women.
So it's like we work in teams to vet each other's Jones.
Many won't survive.
I won't be a part of the dating part, but I will be a moderator slash life coach, dating coach. I could do that.
Okay. Okay.
I could do that.
I think
Yeah.
this could be entertaining.
I'm ready.
Like two best friends helping each other find love. Jones is saying not gonna make it through my test though. Sorry.
How would these tests look?
Girl. What are
Hmm.
our real life tests? I need to see skill sets too. I need to see that you can take care of my brother's needs.
Huh.
So the
I
first
got
thing
a
I'm
good
gonna do
idea.
is Take
What
all your stuff off.
example?
I don't want to see your waist trainer. I don't want to see your push-up bra. I want you to take them lashes off. I want you to wipe that face down. I want you to take that weave out. That wig.
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Yep.
How
Yep.
far are we trying to go with this? Because,
I need to see what you're presenting in the dark.
but see, what you want to see might not be
Is
what
that what
that
I want to see?
wants to
I
see
need to see if
because
you are a completely different person. Like you need to see if you're a different person.
that them Jones, he be liking them Jones.
You
Not
like
bad.
don't look different. Nobody Matthews ever dated did not look the same. Like it's similar.
I'll say this: if she has other qualities that outweigh the little stuff that you said, he will take it.
What little stuff? Those are big things, sweetie. I just
They're
told
big.
you a whole. I just took a whole body apart,
It's physical though.
and that is a part of it. And maintenance.
Well, I think it's more about
Maintenance.
it's more about
It's also a part of characteristics.
presentation. It's about presentation.
Mm-mm.
I think
This coming from a jump that looks the same with or without makeup.
I do not actually. That's a lie. But
You still look good without makeup.
okay, so I'm not against. I love makeup. I don't care about that. My thing is,
If I put a trash bag on you, you're gonna still be cute.
yeah, but
Yeah, but what we talking about? Let's go. I'm ready to
No,
go.
you know,
I'm
Lily be
about
trying
to-
fake. She faking right now.
I just don't want us to do that to women.
I don't
Now,
want them to do what they're
I
doing to
get, I
themselves.
get too much fakeness, and it's like, well, who are you? I get that, but I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody doing a little
I
enhancement.
didn't say it was anything wrong. You are putting words in my mouth.
But I don't think he would mind that. That's what I'm saying.
He will mind that in regular life.
He's not.
What prima donna human has he dated to the point that you've never seen them without makeup at no point? He doesn't date nobody like that. You've seen them all with makeup or without makeup.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now maybe you haven't.
Uh-huh.
Like maybe you haven't been around them enough without it. But they have all been in either makeup or not.
Maybe it was a phase. I don't know. It could have been a phase. He had a phase.
I don't know who this human is. I'm gonna figure it out.
It was a part of phase. He's making faces, so it was a phase. Okay, it was a phase. I
I
believe
don't
it.
even know what you're talking
I
about.
remember some shit, but it's a phase. It's a phase. Maybe it's a phase. And maybe
What
it
are you
wasn't
talking-
even that he liked her. Maybe it was, some sex shit. I don't know.
Who are you talking about?
Can we get a letter?
We're not doing that.
Can we get a rhyme? Can we get a clue?
Questionable. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was just the
Give me a clue.
phase.
Who?
Phase.
A phase. Give
Who?
him
Who
a
are you talking
clue.
about? I think you got me mistaken with someone.
Me too, because I'm really trying to figure out now. Now I'm curious.
All right.
What jump was this?
Can we get a letter?
I know all my Jones leads, so tell me who the
Yeah.
Jones you talking about is. I'll say, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
I'm thinking so hard.
I can't say that on air.
What
Just
you
say
mean?
the letter.
They ain't going. What you mean?
What then?
Give us
Huh?
one letter.
Not giving you no letters. No,
Because
What
a
you
lot of
mean?
his Jones got multiple letters. Like
he
out here.
was young, and I think it was just a phase. So we'll leave it at that. So you're right. He would be fine with it.
What
He would
Yeah.
like.
what phase was I in?
I don't
You
know,
talking
but
about,
Matthew, what
you talking
about
about the stripper
See,
jump?
this is what I know about Matthew. Like Matthew's not
Are you
gonna
talking
talk
about the
you.
strip club jump?
We ain't got to talk about that.
Well, if it's a
That's
strip club, Joe, I can tell you now that's a phase.
Cause she used to dress down like shit all the time too.
hold on. Okay, so who was she? What's her test?
So look,
Let's call his test. Come on.
Are they going through boot camp, man?
they gotta go through a boot camp, but I gotta test your mental strength.
No, you can't make up the test. You make up the test.
I already made it up. I already got it made up.
You
It's a
can't make
whole
up the
boot camp.
test. This nigga doesn't know how to date properly.
But I thought
Yes,
that's
I
what
did.
it's
That's what I
No,
said.
you're terrible at vetting. You date properly. You're
about. How
vetting.
you
is
gonna
trash.
let him? He's not gonna vet yours.
That's why he's doing my vetting. Our vetting process is trash.
Okay.
Huh?
Who gonna do your vetting for you?
He
Me.
is, and you.
Oh, I am. I'm
You
vet.
You are
work,
Okay.
doing both of ours.
you working with both of us to
Because
help
you know
each
how to
of us
fake to find out the
vet
weak and
for the other one.
the weak and the timid and the fake.
Mm.
That is why that's a part of it, Lily. Women have to be able to be themselves, all
Mhm.
natural,
I don't know who y'all tuning this for. I'm going on.
and any of those things, but he has to all you have to be comfortable in your own skin. That is why
Let
it's a
me eat my
test.
curry.
If you
I'm
freak out every time somebody says take your makeup off, nah, you got work to do, Slim.
Oh, you just got, you know.
No, you got work to do.
And
You are not born
We
with
don't we don't we don't want that reaction. It's all about some of the test is about how they react to certain
yeah,
things
just a
because
reaction.
they're
Might not even
because of
make you
their
do it.
because of
I
their
want to be like,
mindset.
now
Like
you don't tell me to
some
do this
people
because that's degrading for me to take this off. Well, that means you ain't gonna never take it off. Bye bye, my guy.
or maybe
just
take it off.
attitude, it wasn't even about that. The attitude given, like if you could give me a different if you gave y'all a different
Like if I say
explanation.
everybody jump in the water and somebody say I can't swim, okay, cool. If somebody say I just got my hair done, isn't this gonna fizz up? Cool, I understand that. But if you be like, why would y'all have us do this? Why we gotta do this? Why? Bye.
I want to see this show right now.
Maybe gonna have my niggas building me a house. Okay, I need a house. I need your teamwork. I need to
Yep.
see
I ain't never had to do this
survival
much.
skills.
I ain't never had to do this much work to get a job.
Fixing cars,
You need to be able to
talking,
feed yourself. If
using
you've
your
been without
words.
food, if you've been without food and water, if I give you food, water, and fire, can you feed yourself?
No, they can't do it.
I can. I know
I
how to feed myself.
It's gonna be a part where I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, strip down. I'm leaving out the room. Lily,
Lily,
go
go
check
in,
them out and make a check
examine,
mark. Write a
examine.
check mark on their forehead.
I'm with it. That's part of my job.
Yeah, you get to go
I'll
in and
have
be
my
like,
magnifying glass out.
Didn't I
What is
tell you? I told you she would say that.
I want to see? Nope, nope. Lift. Oh no,
Lift,
that's just
lift it
gonna
up.
she said, lift on
Lift.
now.
No.
no. You have to wash under there just to let you know. That was free.
No
All
one
right.
ever told you that. No one ever told you to wash under there.
Mm-mm. Ooh, Jesus. That's gonna be a whole that's gonna be like more of a a nurturing, mothering. I'm gonna be Miss Ayala on those parts. Like, sir, no. You also have to
Exactly.
take the toothbrush to the back too, like to the back.
Exactly.
And then you
Exactly.
don't have to do this side. This side is fine. You do both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
That's all I keep doing.
Do you just be like, bye? The
and
girls ain't gonna like my
Cause
test.
I
They,
can
I
see your
will
face right now. You'll look at
they can't
look,
hold a 10-minute conversation with me and
Lily.
me
I
because
see
they
your
got a
face
test.
right now. You'll look at one of them and be like,
Let me tell y'all why I thought about this.
"Oh, you so
I do
cute,"
not watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette,
but she not gonna
but
accept
I've
that.
been watching The Bachelor. I've been watching The Bachelor as of recent because they have a black bachelor, right? But that I don't watch the show, right? So I was just curious to see what this was going to look like with him. And he's not, he's black, but he's not like black. That's what it
he's
is.
black. He's black. Is he not black? I
He's
thought he
not
was black.
racial. He's black, sure.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
He's,
Cool.
he's a safe black.
What's that?
um,
Real black.
but he seems cool. But you can tell he was raised by a white mama because the part he don't have is that edge that he needed to interject when these women were doing some out of control things, and he could have easily been like, "No, it's not proper. No, you're not gonna interrupt right now. She just sat down 5 seconds ago." And he's not. He don't have no
Backbone.
at all. Like at all. He would take the first word for it, and then if one girl says so and so was talking about me and gossiping, and she got tears, he assumes that's right. That person is actually telling the truth, and then just immediately disregards the other person.
Okay.
And it never talks about he's one of the he does not confront things. And it was driving me and mommy crazy. Like we were watching it like, oh my God, yo, like he needs a black homeboy with him. That
Well,
would be
they don't
like
do well either with that shit.
no, but they would have at least been like, yo, you
They
don't
would
just
feel like, but you gotta get the whole
you gonna
story.
cause,
Yeah,
you gonna cause
the
he's
whole
causing so
story.
many issues in the house because of how he's treating the women, like coddling some of the women, but in the house, those women were nasty to the other women. And
Trigger.
so it was just very interesting watching the dynamic. But then I learned if you do a dating show and that the women and the men have to live with each other like while they're dating the person,
Mhm.
you gotta have a camera on that and you gotta show it to the person they date. Like you gotta show it. Like me and Matthew would need to see their interactions with each other because it would tell you so much about these people.
I do enjoy that part. I do want to see that some catty ass lion stuff going on, and then they try to act like they not like that, and then I would just be like, "So this is what's
Exhibit
happening,"
A, receipt A.
and I don't think she's the right one for you because she
It's
threw a
gonna be the receipts hour. When you kick people off, hey Lily, every time you kick them off, you're gonna give them a receipt. It's gonna be whatever receipt they did that day. This is the receipt of why you're getting kicked off. Sorry.
I think this would be great. I can't wait to do this. I hope it really happens. I want to do it so bad.
We ain't got nothing else to do.
Ooh, I know, right? I'm living vicariously.
On that note,
Y'all going to bed?
Matthew's getting nervous. He's getting shy now.
Oh,
Because
Matthew has to go play Call of
we
Duty.
I'm
just told
I'm getting
everybody
hungry. It's
he's
He has to go
he's
play Call of Duty.
he's
we.
right. That's all he actually cares about. He's actually not tired. And he's
I
actually
didn't say I was
10:46
tired. I said
and
I
he's
want to
gonna
go eat
actually go
by.
and play.
You
Eat
gonna
your food that what? That you got 3 hours ago?
Yeah.
You didn't eat yet? Okay, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spring rolls.
I'm intermittent fasting, so
Oh.
I do that during the daytime.
No, I actually didn't eat either.
I don't
yeah.
eat till
I
the evening.
started just started the fast went back up around like 9. So
Yeah,
cool.
it's eat time again.
Yeah, I'm about to eat this
No,
8.
mine is not eat time because I can't eat at night like that because I can't sleep.
Mine
Right.
is. I'm on bulking.
You
But
what? You in bulking season? You sound like a bear.
well,
Anyway,
this was great, you guys. Thanks for having me on for my little break.
yeah, I don't think anybody else is left, but if they are, thanks for coming on and listening. If they aren't, thanks for listening to our
Are
recording.
y'all gonna do this again?
Oh yeah, we're back on now.
Oh, shucky ducky quack
We're
quack.
back
All right.
on now, and we will be developing some different topics, and I also will be doing my UniKoy intuition stuff again. And yeah,
I need a reading.
well, I'm always here.
I don't even need a reading. I just want to read it.
I'm always here, and
I
we'll
don't
be
even
talking
need it.
to
I
you.
just want
We'll
I
be
just
talking to you soon about my birthday
care,
shenanigans.
I was like, I just need a reading. I don't. I don't need one, but I want one.
But we like readings; they're fun.
I don't mind a reading.
All right,
All right,
Marty,
y'all. I'm going to do some yoga for
thanks for
sleep.
coming on, Lily.
Huh?
Thanks for
This
coming
how
on,
this is how
Lily.
YouTubers in the video.
They be like, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me. I may call you again, Koya, on another date that you didn't ask for. Because I bought some new stuff on Amazon, so I got to, do a fast.
Oh Lord.
I have more clothes for you too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening over
Well,
here.
I'm about to go feed myself before, so I don't know what my energy is funny.
Peace and love, my sister.
Bye, y'all.
Yo,
I don't.
love and light to everybody.
Oh, love and light. We love and lighten everybody. We love and
That's
lighten.
love and
That's
light.
it. That's it. That's it. That's that 2021. Love and light, guys. See you on the next episodes.